It's showtime, straight from Chicago. What up? What up? What up? What up? What's cracking, y'all? Prepper one to the O to the one to the one. Chicago Firearms, AK Lover. What it do, man? Cali Boy, Calm Wolf. Fish, fish, fish. Teddy, Teddy. What else we got in here, man? Shanna, what's up? What's going on, Shanna? AK Lover in the building. Quilly, my boy. What's the wizard? What's the wizard? Miss V, how are you, ma'am? Steve Gale. What up, what up? C Dub. What's cracking? I be tricking everybody, man. I might go live at this time this week, that time the next week. You just never know. So I decided not to come on early today because I was still running around finishing up some last minute stuff. So I decided I would just wait to the normal 7. But it's okay. I give everybody a chance to come in, give me a chance to speak to people on their way in. I hope everybody done had a great, safe, super dope weekend. And boy, 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 we are going to chop it up tonight. I may have some people stop by tonight. I don't know. I may or may not. They may or may not. They're always welcome. But we'll see how that goes. Outside of that, Maurice, what up, man? Fat guy with guns in the building. Hot tub to the Tony. What's happening, my brother? Ramsey J, what's good? Coy, what's up? I got them ATL boys up in here. What's crack-a-lagging? Get my stuff out the way here. Now I'm going to tell y'all something before I even get started. Hit the like button so we get that out the way early, if you don't mind. I'm asking. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you. Kenny Love Guns, what's happening? But if you don't mind, hit the like button for me. It's very, very important. Rilla Gun Rick, what it do, brother? Fam. Proud to carry. What's up? Glad you in here, bro. Hey, Proud to carry. Do me a favor. I need you to do me a favor. I imagine Cabo gonna check in shortly. Marco, what's up? But remember the brother that was speaking at last week when he was doing when he did the slide at the meeting. Can you send him the link to this live for me? Because I think I'm gonna need. I don't need, but I think I could use his assistance tonight. KO, what's up? What's going down, man? Let everybody get in here. But please, you're going to hit the like button after you see this live anyway. Because I'm going to go ahead and keep it a buck right now. Y'all remember, anybody in here a Tupac fan? Are you a Tupac fan, yes or no? It's easier if somebody answered yes or no. If I would have. Kingdom, what's up? Joseph Harris, what's going on, big bro? How you doing, man? Anybody a Pac fan? I'm just curious because it helps with my next statement. You're going to understand it. Cartagena. That might be Fat Joe. It's Jay Cartagena because that's Fat Joe's name. All right, I see a lot of Pac fans. The reason I said that is because there's a famous line from Pac. One of his famous lines, many of them, but one of them was, "This the realest shit I ever wrote." Remember he said that? This gonna be the realest live I ever brought to you. I try to keep it a buck all the time, but this is like, this one, I'm about to knock it right out the park. Promise. So don't miss this. Get yourself together, buckle in. It's about to go down. Triple D. We ain't gonna. Oh no, man. Oh no. We ain't gonna even bring up old DDD. We ain't gonna even talk about him tonight. But while I wait for people to get in, more people to get in, and everybody hit the like button, I'm gonna get everybody up to speed. So if you didn't know, because I got about 10, 15 emails between Friday and today for people asking me about the ticket link for the meetup. But I told everybody, even though everybody don't be in the live, so I know I have to get this information out other ways, and I got to do better at that. But however, just the update you guys on what's going on. The link is down, and this is just out of respect for the holiday. So just letting everybody get through the holiday, and then I'm gonna reopen it at the first of the year. So, some people was calling trying to get, hey man, I got some people trying to get tickets and this, that, and the third. We'll get it worked out. But right now, I just want to get past the Christmas giveaway, let everybody get through Christmas with their family and their kids and everything they're doing. And then first of the year, these tickets will go back on sale. There will not be a phase 4. Phase 3 is the last one. When they sell out, they gone. They will sell out. It's guaranteed. Guaranteed. CDL, what's good? Michael J. Miller, what's up? So we secured, and I'll just be bringing everybody up to date. So we secured the sound people. Bring my little homie in there. Yes. We secured the sound people. Hold on. We didn't just secure the sound people.
Oh, yeah.
These are like the people that do stage setups for some of the biggest events you've ever seen. They like the #1 company out the state of Florida because they're coming from Florida to Georgia to do it. So when you walk into the RGAs, you're going to think you walked into the MTV Awards. You don't think you walk into the BT Awards. Like, it's going to be that bananas, man. Yeah. And I'm going to make an announcement right now on this live. Y'all getting the word early. Because people been asking me, we doing the dress code again? Everybody got to dress up? Yeah, but it's a twist to it. It's a damn twist to it. I get excited when I talk about this stuff. Cuzzo, what up?
Cuzzo, what up, man?
Cuz in the building. Cuz he had to come through tonight because he don't know what I might say. I might offend.
What's up, Willie? Nah, man, it's exciting.
but look. So it's a dress code again. Y'all gonna dress up. Here it go right here for all you heads out there. We're gonna make it a sneaker ball.
Yeah.
There you go. You heard it here first. It's gonna be a sneaker ball. So we dressing up.
What up, Herbert?
But you just gotta come and get. It's a lot of you Jordan heads out there.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever. But we're gonna make it a sneaker ball because we bringing the DJ from Chicago. We got the biggest sound system, big crazy stage, crazy lighting. It's all dumb and just nuts, man. We're really changing the game. Oh, it's done already, Ramsey J. What's happening? That got him excited.
Yeah, so you don't want to do that.
By Sophia, what's up? What's up? Hey, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Nola Saint was crack-a-lack.
Oh, no, she said F them Jordans. I wonder what he's going to wear.
Don't worry about whatever you want to wear as a sneaker ball. You come in there with your pro wings on if you want to. Or if you want to come in there, whatever you want to do.
What up, Commando?
The Commando, what up?
Jason, what up, man? Big Willie.
Hey, you see any gun camp guys in here?
She said, I'm looking. I ain't see the camp yet. Who riding? What up? Yeah, what up, everybody? It's gonna be big. Seriously, it's gonna be something else. I know firsthand. It's gonna be the staging and it's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, that's the part that made me mad at the last one.
Yeah, well, it ain't gonna be. If you mad this time, something wrong. Something wrong.
I ain't gonna be mad this time. Big Tap, what up, cuz?
What up, Big Tap?
Jason, the Ewing's in the building. Only June. Hey, only June. I'm glad you're here, champ.
Jay Cartagena. Is that Fat Joe? That Fat Joe?
You don't like it. That's Fat Joe.
That's Fat Joe.
That's definitely Fat Joe. Got to be him. Hey, Crack, if that's you, holla at me.
Appreciate you, Joseph Harris. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Yo. I hope y'all ready, man.
Listen, sneaker ball.
Sneaker ball.
Ooh. I'll never buy
Nominee voting. Thank you, Shannon. She put the link out there. Nominee voting ends the end of this month, end of the year.
Thank you, Shannon.
And then all the nominees will be in play. I still can't get over the county turned down on Friday.
You're right.
God, man, what is wrong? You know what? That's them. That's fishing them. That's them boys over there. Got this boy head all twisted.
Mm-hmm.
His head messed up.
I took that cannon.
Who the hell turning down
a gun?
Don't even get me talking. Don't even get me started on him. Because he's my boy. Let him live.
I shot the hell out of that gun.
It's a nice ass weapon. He said it's not real strong. Something strong.
Yo, hit that like button. We behind.
Please hit the like button. How we looking?
We behind.
I'm gonna give y'all a chance to catch up. You know what it be? Sometimes when you hit the like button, it don't hit.
Wow, you see what Gun Rilla Rick said?
That's cap.
That's cap. You should come through, bro. What up,
Oh
Wayne?
man, yeah, the public gonna be there, Rick. That's your call, brother. Wayne Westwood, what's up, man?
It's gonna be like
hey, Hot Tub.
Yo.
Hot Tub. I hope you're ready for the night, man.
Yeah, Hot Tub. Common sense, he turned down the Canic. He said he didn't want it.
Hot Tub, I hope you're ready, man.
What up, $2?
OG Deuce Dollar, what's cracking? One second, y'all. Get my boys up. All right, we're gonna get started as soon as these likes get caught up.
Oh, there he is. Speaking of the devil. What up, Armel?
Oh, hey Armel, how are you, bud? I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, come on, y'all. Get them likes up.
But Armel, actually, on another note, I like the fact that Armel is here. Armel, don't go too far.
Yeah.
Don't go too far. You're gonna need this. Did y'all, while we hitting the like button, because I imagine that's what everybody's doing, I'm just giving you a chance to get that done. Please. Joe Va, what up?
STD. What's good, bro?
Did y'all see the thumbnail or the title of the live? I hope you did.
Very important.
Silverback, what's cracking?
Because Gun Rilla Rick, that's what it's gonna feel like. It's gonna feel like family. Guaranteed, man.
Oh yeah, that's a no-brainer. You know, this live here, it's gonna get a lot of replays. Mark my words.
Tony Smith, what up, man? Proud to carry. What's good? Oh, you know it will.
Really rope.
So what this is gonna do is gonna bring reality to the table. Not that fantasy shit. Never mind.
Reality to the game?
Yeah, but not that fantasy shit.
Reality to the game. I'm about to give it to y'all in the realest way I can. And I'm opening my door for every rebuttal. I thought long and hard about this. I came up with this a couple weeks ago. And I've been wanting to do it. And I'd be like, it'd be other stuff, though. It'd be so much other stuff going on. And then sometimes I just flat out forget. I'd be lying if I didn't say I just forget sometimes. To be honest, it probably wasn't going to happen tonight. Speaking of not going to happen tonight,
what's up, Gerald?
I will be back live on Tuesday with another dope, crazy live. So y'all know Wild Wild Wednesday. If you don't know what that is, that's the homies coming back on Wednesday nights. So, you know, I tried to do the homie thing and get out the way, let them guys get back in the game, man. Gerald, what's up? And so I'm excited for those guys. And I'll be back on Tuesday night with a special Tuesday edition. And then, I'll let you know. On Tuesday, I'll let you know what my permanent schedule going to be on this live stuff. Patrick, what's good, Patrick? Did anybody else hit the like button since the last time I asked?
What up, Patrick? Let me look and see. See where we at with the likes.
If y'all don't mind, man, that's all. I'm asking. I'm not, it just helps. You're going to be glad you did.
Nah, we need some more. 20 behind still.
20 behind?
Yeah.
Man, no, you got to hit the refresh button, bro. Ain't no way we're 20 behind.
I hit the refresh button.
I'm just not going to believe that.
We're 20 behind.
No, I just believe in the people too much to be that many. Like, I'm going to go look for myself. I'm not saying Zach is fibbing to me. I'm just saying I don't believe it.
Now it's 15. No, now it's 18. I'm telling you, it was 20. It's 18. Because people keep coming in too.
Oh, Bang TV.
What up, Bang
Boy,
TV?
listen, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad, Big Joe, what's up? Hey, Bang TV, don't go nowhere. I know your signal bad, though. Can't bring you on the line. You got a delay. But stay here, man. Stay in the chat. It's going to be good. Might as well wait till we get to 100 people. If we can get the likes up, though.
Yeah, just let's make the likes at least match what was in here.
If you're just coming in here, just pop over to the little X, hit the like button, and then let's move a bus. Wait, what is move a bus?
What up, Big Joe?
Let's bust a move.
He said move a bus. That's different.
It made sense though. If we were gonna move a bus.
What up, fellas? 787. That's my name. That's right. That's what my mama called me. That's my name, bro. I can't deny it.
Oh yeah, old Buggy Bug LB in the building. What up, dog?
Can't deny it.
I be forgetting, man. We gotta get that right. We gotta get that. Anybody do shirts? I mean, I do. I ain't got time. We need to get that Love Bug shirt. But it got to look hard though, because you just can't walk around with no shirt.
You need to be a Love Bug.
You got to be a dark color
with a big gun.
Definitely need a gun on it, just to give it some type of credibility.
Yeah, common sense. I saw that.
How about that cow foot suit?
That's good stuff. If you never had that before.
All right, we had $1. We hit the 100 people. Now can I get the 100 likes? I'm ready to get going.
Tactical Love Bug. That can work.
Oh, Tactical LB. That's what's cracking. Don't nobody want to hit the like button, man. I'm getting mad now. I don't know why I'm getting mad. I shouldn't. But if y'all don't mind, please.
I don't know what it is.
Matter of fact, I know who didn't hit it.
Who?
I'm going to let them tell me. That's funny as hell because I forgot to say that, but somebody just sent the email. So that's one more update I got while we wait. Hey, Gunrilla, man, you the one put the wrong address. Matter of fact, I emailed you. Check your email. I get tired of you arguing with me on this live, and when I try to talk to you in private, then you don't want to respond. I ain't got time to be chasing you, man. I send one message. That's it for me.
What's funny is
go check your email.
He should be the most patient person ever. He sent you the wrong information.
And didn't check his email. Chicago fire. Didn't
not a Chicago.
Anybody else want to be honest and say you didn't hit the like button?
Mm.
You see what Fab said?
What do you say?
I'm seeing the likes moving. Hell no.
They still seem saying it the same way.
They ain't the same, but they moved a couple. Come on, man.
Slow to the mother.
He ain't lying. So, but I was finna say this though, while I wait for the people that don't want to hit the button to hit it. If you want to be in the Christmas giveaway, it's coming up this coming Friday. I've gotten a ton of emails. I just thought about it because somebody just sent the email. What you have to do to be entered, email a regular gun guy at gmail.com. Subject, Christmas giveaway. In the body, your name, your YouTube name. That's it. And you are entered into the giveaway. All right. I got a lot of dope donations that came from people. We bought a lot of stuff. So it's going to be quite a few. And it's going to be fun. We just going to, just relax and talk crazy and do the giveaway.
I put the tree up, bro. Put the tree up.
You got the tree up?
And your nephew.
You're the only person I know, bro. We putting this tree up on Christmas Eve.
Your nephew
take it down on the 4th of July. But look,
I gave him his present early.
All right. As long as y'all just put your so that's all you got to do. Send the email, subject Christmas giveaway, and body of the email your YouTube name. That's it. All right. So I'm just waiting on us to catch up on the lights, but I'll go ahead and get into the topic a little bit. So tonight, if you read the topic, it came off a little technical, a little bit more technical than I wanted it to be. I'm not a technical guy, so I didn't want this to be technical. What's the word? Technical.
Technical.
I didn't want it to be technical. I wanted it to be as straightforward as I could put it to make it make sense. Tactical versus CQB versus static shooting versus the real world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think y'all heard me. You know, sometimes if you was a church person and you went to church and the Rev say something dope, they say it again, Rev.
Say it again, Rev.
That's what I'm going to do. Tactical versus CQB versus static versus the real world. Zach, get the link ready.
No, it's ready to go.
Because I'm about to put them on game. All right? How we looking on the likes, though, before I start talking my...
Let's see.
Talking my boo-boo.
I'm going to refresh real quick and see what happens.
You damn, they got to go all the way out of YouTube.
Yeah, we still... Well, we had 102 and 88 likes.
Nah, so, that's bad, man. Hey, matter of fact, do me a favor. Some people thought they hit the like button and didn't know. Mr. Biggs, hit the like button, would you? Please.
What up, Gentile?
Hey, Proud to Carry, you already know where I'm going with this. Mm-hmm. Proud to Carry, he's a Chicago guy. He already knows where I'm going with this. Where Big Fish at? I know he's listening. He gonna have a crazy opinion. He's very opinionated. He gonna have opinion about it.
Well, of average, what up?
But I'm gonna leave little to argue about.
There go Fish right there.
I'm gonna leave little to argue about. Okay, we getting there, man. 9 people missing.
All right, your Fish got something to say. Already. Well,
it ain't gonna matter because the audience is here and everybody's listening. And you about to hear this. And at any moment that you feel like I'm wrong, when I tell you this stuff, let me know. Oh, Blurry Bill, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, what it is? What's popping? How you feel?
Hey, Blurry Bill, what's to it?
What's up, man?
Ain't nothing. It's a little fizzy. My bill is due. My bill is due.
Hey, he got a 2-second delay.
No, that's cool. He just got a slower internet tonight.
Damn.
There you go. He cleaned up somehow. Yeah. I don't know what happened.
He's like a kung fu movie.
Yeah, he kind of blurry, kind of clean. He's somewhere in the middle. You know why we can't get the likes up, but I got about 12 Christmas giveaway emails. This is interesting.
Right.
If you got out of here to go send the Christmas giveaway email, just hit the like button on your way back in.
That's all you gotta do.
Above average training, what's up?
What up? What up? What up, everybody?
We need 7 more likes to hit 100, man.
Yeah, it's trying to catch up.
Fam.
Fill me out here.
Go ahead.
Tactical versus CQB versus static versus the real world, right? So here's the thing. As I go, because I'm confident we're gonna get to the 100 likes. I trust everybody. I'm just gonna trust they're gonna do it. Now here's the kicker. This live is something I talk about so often. So Fish, don't feel bad. It's not inspired by you, the church, none of that stuff. This is something I've had conversations about for months. And then a few weeks I've been planning to do it. And these guys will tell you the title I was gonna use would have just showed my hoodness. So it really wasn't productive to the business of this.
True that.
So I had to try to make the title more productive, I guess. However, here's what I want to say to you, because I get this a lot. So sometimes I'll post a video of me shooting or showing people my journey, right? And then you'll get, a lot of way more support, 95% support, and then on the other side of it is that 5% that's, oh man, that's static shooting. Are you doing that, right?
Just want to argue.
And I started doing more of my indoor range stuff when it got cold outside, because hell, I'm here in Antarctica, man. There's no outdoor training for me. I'm not finna be out there now. So for me, it's easier to go shoot indoors.
I'm
I
gonna
had
make a
the blessing,
statement.
huh?
I'm gonna make a statement at the end of this to
Yeah.
hush everything.
I already know where you're going. You know, hey Armel, boy, as much as I like to argue with you, that's cold and a mug. That's true.
Armella winning tonight.
As much as I like to argue with him, I cannot argue with that statement. Because let me put something in y'all mind. There's a primary reason that everybody around in this chat, in the gun community, in the 2A community, whatever community you want to call it, owns fire.
You fuck training for the group. Never mind.
The primary reason. Oh, Big Fish, please don't throw shots. You can't win in here.
That's what I'm saying. What does that
even win in here, man? Let it go. Save it for the turkey line. You can't win in here. Listen, the primary reason people own fire is to either defend themselves or protect your family, right? That's kind of. I mean, can everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
I don't wait for everybody to say they agree, but can you guys agree with me on that or no?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the primary reason.
Primarily, yeah.
Then beyond that, there could be collection, sport,
yep,
you know, or just hobby. You know, it could be sport, hobby, kind of same thing, but it could be for whatever other reasons, right? Like those are kind of your primary things that you would own your firearm. Fish, you sent the shot right there. He said y'all training for the gram. You the king of the gram. You the only dude I know that posts his gun before he even buy it.
That's why I don't get that.
I don't even be on Instagram like that. I just started posting on Instagram like, but I just had to shoot back at him. But listen, here go the kick.
He training for the gram. And I can
let me get back to what I'm saying to you. I had the blessing myself personally. JB, what up? I had the blessing myself personally to be able to train with who I think is one of the dopest trainers out there. And he's my guy, right? Like he's a part of gun camp like I am. And what I want to say is that really turned me from what I'd like to say a novice kind of just shooting, know how to handle my firearm or whatever, to being a much better skilled shooter for the sport, right? So it got me into my, knowing how to hold the gun properly and being able to get on target faster. And I do a ton, people that know, and I don't post this stuff a lot, but I do a ton of training on
what up, JB?
Drawing from conceal and how fast I could get on target from conceal. I started 25 yards. I worked my way into 10, and I'm pretty damn good at this point. Like, and I keep getting better, and I get out and I go train and I do drills. I was just out with Twisted the other day. We was at the range. You ain't seen me really post a video at all. It's just we were out working, right? And this is what I do. However, most of that is the training for the sport of it.
Yeah, Philly slope. To
be good, to be a really accurate shooter and really get to know my firearms well. I see the air racking. Yeah, that's having fun. I see the smiley faces. Would love to see you try with a pistol.
Air racking is actually a skill that might be necessary. I'm telling y'all, and it's not because I do it.
But I'm saying though,
and you get shot in that arm, if you're carrying another body, whatever, and you have to reload some rounds, I hope you know how to air rack.
If you got a gun, you can do it. But we're not gonna let that distract us, man. I'm too good. So here's the thing. G Dope was cracking. I'm so with Armel. So when I hear this, and I don't just hear it from guys like Fish, I've heard it a couple other places, but most times when I hear this, and I want to make sure that I don't come off the wrong way when I say this, because I got so much respect and love for people that served in our military, that's been to war, that's been on the front line. You did that, and we appreciate your service, and that's love. Hot Tub been there. Multiple people in this chat and that I know around this community been there.
Yeah,
that's love. That's dope, man. Like, and thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.
I've been in some situations myself. Never been in the military in my life, but I've been through some situations, and I'm willing to bet everything I own that you ain't never been close to. And it's a different way you have to handle that than whatever the other methods of training that we do. I feel like most guys do this out of love, and they say, hey man, these guys may love their rifles, and they go and they do the CQB, the shoot houses, and all that other creepy stuff. And then you got guys like my boy Tactical Carl, and they get out there, they do a lot of crazy stuff, tactical training, they get here. These guys like to jump in the mud, they do all of that. But some of these guys never been on the block and had to get out the way.
Yeah. Whole different.
Ain't never been up against the wall. Ain't never had to deal with it from a real world. This is what I call the real world. Being from where I'm from and out here putting in work and giving back to this community and doing things, and these kids dying every day. That's a different war.
Totally different.
9 out of 10 times, most of this stuff that you're training for is for sport. It'll never get used. And please don't diss the static shooter, because the static shooter is probably more likely to pop your ass than the CQB do.
Say that different, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me say that different.
It was aggressive though. I was in the moment.
Yeah,
static shooters probably. Listen, you got to understand something. This is. Look at Bang TV. Bang TV was in a situation so real right here in my city. Right? So real. I could have him come on here and tell the story of what he had to go through, deal with. I'm talking about from the real level when we talk about real world and why we own these guns. You understand? Man, there's 2-3 carjackings.
Hey, Miss Shot Shooter.
And this is only the ones we see.
I like that.
It's carjacking after
though, right?
After carjacking. What's going on, Miss Shot Shooter?
Miss Shot Shooter she just said it straight up. I'm training for whatever.
Yeah, listen, man.
That make a lot of sense.
I just want to make it so clear. And this is not, this is just for you guys. This is general information. And I love to hear somebody, he say I'm bugging. Please tell me how. Nah, forget that. Fish just want, when you talk to some, you keep talking to, they're going to say, who is that? We're not going to do that, Fish. Because you bugging. I'm not bugging at all. Because I want to know, Big Fish, since you telling me I'm bugging, now you about to piss me off. Answer this question, champ. How many times have you had to clear a room in the real world? Not in the military.
Right.
In your neighborhood. How many times you had to go through with the damn rifle and clear the room?
In the night vision and
at the gas station. When the last time you did?
Right, and a helmet.
And a helmet.
With night vision on.
Right, with night vision on, exactly. At the gas
station. You bugging. Listen, man. I done lost too many homies in these streets. Still losing. Homies losing their kids. It's too much going on. Don't tell me I'm not training right. Don't tell none of these people they're not training right. And you want to get this mind, brother, you're going to lose tonight.
Yeah.
And I will tell y'all, on some real shit, most of the time, it's not about I love to joke and talk about different firearms and, don't buy this gun. Now, Fish, I'm going to talk to you now. Because I'm going to tell you something that offends me when people be talking about this gun stuff. You know a word I hate when people use it? Poor. Stop that shit. You ain't helping nobody get better. It's people in here got more money than you. Ain't nobody poor. They might just not want to buy that stuff. I'm going to use a great example. But I'm going to start it with a question. Anybody in here that's familiar with My Fly Family or Billy?
Yeah.
Do you think Billy loved Alex or Erica?
Hell yeah.
Or Alex and Erica? Just for the sake of speaking, do you think he loved them?
Hell yeah.
I would say he do, right? That's his wife and his kid. I hope so, Billy. Please don't disappoint me.
I do.
This is the thing, though.
I do.
Billy carry a Taurus. Everybody think it's cap and a joke when I say it doesn't matter. Firearms have come a long way. You buy what you want. Most of this stuff about what to buy, dressing my firearm up. When I go Cerakote a gun, what in the monkey balls is Cerakote gonna do to save my life? That's for the gram. Right. That's for the internet. Oh, look at this one. I'm killing everybody. Okay, that's great. And I like it. I love it, man. More power to you. But that has nothing to do with protecting yourself and your family. So if whatever gun you use, and I always say this, y'all be laughing at me thinking it's a joke when I be like, okay, you're gonna tell people don't buy this, you can do better in your life. You ain't living right. You're poor. Stand your ass in front of this Taurus.
Right.
Try me. With this Taurus, you can have your HK, your staccato, your everything. Try me with this Taurus.
It's the same topic. It ain't nothing different.
Nah, it's the same topic, brother. So, and that's the thing. Only thing I'm telling y'all is, and you talking about all this training stuff, get out the world. Turkeys. Remember y'all tried turkeys, gun camp? Try it now. Let's go shoot. Embarrassment.
You give them some pistols.
Because 9 times out of 10 in the real world, matter of fact, I'll make it easy. It's 125 people in here. Please ask me this. How many of y'all got an AR-15 for your EDC? I'll wait.
I've been meaning to tell you, bro.
Man.
Nah, don't say that, Billy. I'm gonna wait.
Drop that link.
I ain't dropping shit. How many people carry an AR-15 as an EDC?
And I got a special holster and everything. Nobody. So you keep an
Don't
AR.
laugh at me, y'all. Y'all know I'm clowning. But look,
AR this truck every day.
I ain't saying your truck. I said EDC. How often do you put the AR on your hip and carry it? Either concealed or open carry. Who's doing this? I never mentioned truck. Oh no, I'm not mad at all, bro. I just be talking. I just talk loud. Sometimes you gotta talk aggressive to make people listen. I ain't mad at all. What I'm saying is, Mr. Wilk, I ain't worked up, man. Relax. I'm good. But Mr. Wilk, you're a great guy to have too. But I go through a lot, bro. You know, enough in real life. That's why I never, since I've been on YouTube, I don't really listen to, I listen to learn from the technical side, but I don't be listening to these guys. Who the hell are you to tell me what I should or shouldn't be doing? What qualifies you?
Apparently, he's one of the people that know. I'm just going by what.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even talking to nobody in particular. I'm saying what qualifies you.
What up, Siege?
TT Siege, what's
up?
Good to see you.
Siege, she's a great example. What does she always say?
She just need to be able to
be good enough for somebody to come up in my crib to tighten their ass up, right?
Exactly. Shoot a motherfucker come through the window.
So,
big dog,
this is what I'm talking about. So when you think about the subject of this live, what I'm explaining to you guys is train how you want to train. Nobody can tell you what you need to be doing. I'm going to give you the 3 main components of training. And I'm no certified mother sucker life around. What's up, brother?
What up, Ron?
I don't do none of this. But all you certified experts, if you consider yourself one, I invite you to talk to me. But I'm about to give you 3 things right now that's very important. Number 1, situational awareness. That's going to be your best friend. Being smart enough to know how to deal with your surroundings. But I'm not even necessarily talking about all the extra technical stuff. Do you know that just simply from my upbringing, that I'm probably more situationally aware than the average person? See, most people do this stuff to talk about it on the internet. Oh no, when I move, I'm 100% on a swivel. They'll talk to you on the internet and make you think they head go all the way around without moving their shoulders. Fuck out of here. That shit sounds crazy to me. You just need to learn how to be aware. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
The second thing, stay out the way.
That's right. Stay out the way.
Preach again.
Stay out the way. Me and Zach came up with a new training program. GOTW. Get out the way.
That's right.
When you hear bang, don't get somewhere. Don't try to be a champ. Don't try to be a hero. Unless you got to cover your family or do something crazy or right. You know, saving yourself. You get me?
Yep.
You got to understand what I'm trying to say to you. Like, I'm giving you the main two components here. I'm going to give you another one. Situational awareness, stay out the way, learn to take cover.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you notice I ain't mentioned nothing about the gun yet. I ain't mentioned nothing about the training yet.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't mentioned nothing about the shooting yet. You get me? Nothing about the skills, none of that. I'm telling you the easiest way to save your life and anybody else around you.
Mm-hmm.
Them your best options. Be aware, right? Stay out the way. Learn to take cover. If you could do them things, man. That I'm like Dale Brown. That increases your chance of survivability.
For sure.
Intelligent
You might
options.
not need your gun.
Intelligent options.
Intelligent options, man. You know,
Yep.
so all of that being said, this is not to poopy on people's opinion over training. Shout out to Big Fish and them guys. However you train, that's love, man. There's nothing to get. I have nothing against it. I go to competition matches just to see the guys shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I plan to start shooting, but I haven't. But I love to go watch guys shoot.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
Enjoy
not
the
there
sport.
with my mind on, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is
Training.
my survival move.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just going, I want to see how cold he is. Can he get on target? Can he do his thing?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? You know, he gonna say facts 2A in LA, and that's what the hell I've been saying all night.
I didn't want to say nothing.
I just gave him same 3 points.
What up,
Get the
man?
hell out the way. Hey, what's going on, SS? Triple S Bandit, what's good? What's good?
SS in the building.
Hey, he like, what's up, MFF? RGG, FF.
Yo, RGG.
Salute, TK. Right. Yo, RGG.
CK, what's to it?
What up,
But
baby?
nah, man. So hey,
All
man.
right. Let me shoot this out there, this is not to knock anything or anybody, but I don't care how you train. If you're in a CQB, if you're static shooting steel, shooting targets, accuracy, whatever, no matter what it is, nothing's gonna replicate fire coming back at you.
Ever.
Nope.
Hey, Fish,
it's just not
stop
that.
acting like I'm scared to post a link for you. What the hell you supposed to talking about? Say it to my face. What? I don't think he understands who I am. I'm gonna hurry up and post a link. I ain't gonna never say nothing that I can't say to you, but I wasn't talking to you specifically. But if you felt like it, if you felt it in your chest, man, come on in here and talk to me. All I'm saying to y'all is I just wanted to get everything out before I let anybody come in the live. That's kind of the path I wanted to go. And the point that I'm trying to make is if you can stay out the way, try to avoid issues as much as you possibly can.
Billy's in here, bro.
You know what I'm saying? As much as you possibly can, then that's the move to make. You understand what I'm saying?
Open. The lines are open.
Oh, the lines are absolutely open. We're gonna let everybody come in here. And I really, now this is what I was gonna do. This was my plan, but Fish, he bugging me right now, so I'm gonna let him come on here. But I was really gonna only open it up to people that could come and talk to me from a street level. Meaning you've been in it. You in it, you've been in it, you've been through it. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to argue about the technical stuff. Yeah,
what's
up,
good,
brother?
man?
Now, what you got
what's
to say?
good, man? Why you the Bears?
I'm not on you, bro. So I want you to relax for a second. I'm gonna tell you in front of 130 people. This ain't on you. This is something that I need to get across to the people. And when it comes to this real world shit, I'm 100% qualified. Ask about it.
How do you know? How do you know I'm not?
Talk this.
How do you know I'm not?
I'm not. I never said you wasn't. I'm telling you I am though.
I just want to say, bro, the Bears put up a good fight. Y'all gonna be good next year. I promise.
Yeah, man. Well, we kind of knew that was going down. We kind of knew that.
I was surprised, bro. Your defense is legit. I'll give you that.
Hey, so you got to get a better connection, brother. Your stuff bad down at the bottom there.
Who, mine?
No, so
SS.
now.
Okay. First thing though, real quick, you said the CQB like it's different than training. Where's the number one spot that it's probably going to go down for anybody?
I've never said that.
On a home invasion, right?
Well, first of all, let me correct you. I never said that.
Okay.
That's first and foremost. Secondly, you're not 100% right on that.
I mean,
that's not
most people.
Down, especially not for me.
That's true too. It could go down at a gas station somewhere like that.
People pull up on you. That's more than likely.
That is also CQB though.
The most dangerous places are transitional spaces.
That is also CQB. Close quarter just means within 200 yards, y'all.
Let me bring in some of Chicago's
fire. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, young fella?
What up?
I hear that.
Y'all shout out. This is my boy Proud to Carry, man.
What's going on, Proud to Carry?
What's going on, man? What's going on, Billy?
Everything good. Everything good.
So let me be clear one more time while you in here. And this is to be clear to people that just came in.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking any type of training.
No.
I'm not saying any of it is bad. I don't care what you do. But what I don't respect is when people try to knock how others train. So if I'm shooting and I static shoot, or I go to the range and I'm press out shooting, or I'm drawing from my holster, what? If I'm not going to do
who's knocking that
or close quarter stuff or whatever, so what?
Who's knocking that though?
You just said you're training for the gram.
Right. That's what you say. Y'all training.
I meant the funny shit. We all do the funny shit. I got the Sarah Coach shit too. Like,
man, I meant people waiting, but I can't get everybody in it. But here's my thing though. What I'm telling people is, and Armel need to be here for this one, because what I'm trying to explain is, none of that shit matters. When it goes down, it's all great to know it. It's all great to know it, right? And understand that, yeah, I know how to clear a room. I know how to get down with my AR. But the likelihood of you ever having to use your AR in a situation is very, very slim. You'll definitely have to pull your pistol before you have to pull your AR. Unless you, like you said, unless you're in the crib and somebody try to come in your crib. But with so much technology out here today and so many ways to deter that front line of defense with dogs, cameras, and it just depends on, you're probably not going to counter that as much. But in these streets, you will. Yeah. This time of the year, right now, the best training I could give you is stay on your square or stay out the way.
Oh, that's the number one thing is situational awareness, wherever you at.
Hey, but look though, you can't.
You were right on that, RGG.
You can't be 100% situational awareness at all times.
There's no way.
Nobody is.
So it don't be like you got tactical training, close quarter comeback training. That's cool, but on the streets, when you will get into some combat action, all that stuff out the door.
All of it.
And most people didn't even grow up like in a hood, in the trenches, in there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who coming from that situation, that background, who been shot at before, who been in those violent situations, they're gonna be way more prepared than somebody who grew up in the suburbs. No matter all that tactical training, it don't matter. It's about the heart that you got. You know what I'm saying? The fight in you when that situation go down. You know what I'm saying? People carry guns, they ain't ready for that.
I was just saying that to him, bro. Like, and I'm not just, this ain't no beef up Chicago shit, all that, whatever, man. We got Philly guys in here. We got everybody from wherever they from. It don't matter. Absolutely. But the key is the upbringing makes us be more aware than the average individual. It's just like when you go to any neighborhood. If I bring Hot Tub in here and we talk about some of these Atlanta boys, or you talk to Armel about some of the guys from his hood or whatever, you understand that these shorties have a level of situational awareness that we'll be trying to train people that's never been through nothing on.
Right. And honestly, to be honest, there's a level of training that they can read. These young kids can read people way better than we can.
They know when you're scared.
They see your movements.
They know
all that shit.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody want to be heroes with these guns and ain't never been through it. Like, I done been through it, bro, so bad that I done damn near, bunky on myself because it get ugly, man.
So let me ask you a question. Say some shit went down. There's two people. One person static shot paper, just boom, drawn. The other person moved and shot with his pistol and did training like that. Learn how to took cover, learn how to fucking get angles, learn the difference between cover and concealment. Who do you think is gonna fare better?
I'm gonna fare better, Fish. But the whole thing, that shit is cool, right? The whole thing in a real life.
I'm just asking.
Oh, you want me to answer? Because I got the coldest answer in the world.
A legit question. Just a legit question.
I'm gonna give you a legit answer.
I'm gonna answer this. Let me answer this. The
whole go ahead, Armel, because I'm on what?
Whole thing is not to shoot, but to get the fuck home. If you gotta shoot, you gotta shoot.
Right.
That's the whole fucking thing. It ain't just like, if I'm going after somebody, all of that shit. If I'm the police or if I'm a soldier or some shit, that shit might help me then. But just regular going into DC or going into the fucking Bronx or some shit like that, getting a cigarette at the fucking store, that shit don't matter because either I'm going past you or I'm blasting you, and the angles and shit don't matter.
Mm-hmm. Now let me ask you this.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna be on some homie to homie stuff right here, and I'm about to ask you the realest shit somebody ever asked you. Like you just said, who's more likely to survive in a situation like that? Somebody that's had that training and been through it and get it, or somebody that's never been through it, right? We just static shoot or we do whatever. That was kind of the question. I want to make sure I understand it.
Yeah, I'm speaking like we've all seen the videos of shootout.
No, listen, I get it.
People looking ridiculous.
I wish if I was recording, I could show you some cold ass videos. But let me ask you this. You've been through the training, right? You've been through CQB training?
Yeah.
I know you have. You've been in the shoot houses. You done did it. Moving and shooting the whole nine, right?
Yeah, no gunfight is static. Will you admit that?
Bro, I admit that. I admit it. Well, about 85% of the way I admit it. Because
unless someone just get the drop on you and come up on you, you ain't got shit. There's nothing you can do.
Let me finish, though. Let me finish.
All right.
And you say you did the training. How many times have you done the training?
I do it all the time. I'm going to Monday.
And it's kind of like simulating live fire, right?
It's learning how to move with your firearm and know when you need to know how malfunctions work. You need to know the difference between cover and concealment. You need to all kinds of shit. There's fucking layers of this shit.
You don't even hear yourself losing this argument.
How?
I'm gonna tell you how. Wait a minute. You just helping me. So when y'all go, do you ever simulate live fire? Or is it all just movement and
getting shot back at?
I'm asking you, do you ever simulate live fire?
Yeah, we did it in Indiana. You were invited, but you didn't come, remember?
Oh, that's fair, right? Did you ever get hit with a UTM round or whatever y'all was using?
I did, yeah.
See, you made it home.
I wouldn't have at that point.
What good did the training
do? It was a mistake I made.
Somebody got to get hit, though.
See,
right.
The point I'm making to you is none of that shit. You said, who gonna be more prepared? Boy, if I got you on 79th and Stony, you better figure out how to get behind that stove or dive behind a car. Nowhere you was training is gonna prepare you.
Hey, for what's in front of you. Are you saying training's not gonna help somebody?
Hey, no, Fish, I got an answer for you, right? And I got a question too. So you said who you think is surviving that situation, right? Number one, which one of them got the warrior mindset, the fight or flight? That's number one, right? Who got that mindset? Who gonna make it back home? Number two, if you watch all these videos, no matter if you static shooting or tactical, ain't nobody sitting there in a live fire situation just standing there shooting. So
no,
if you
all right. So I got a whole both of y'all.
Only training if you're only
it don't happen that way. That's why I say you make it don't happen that way. So
if
I got a whole both of y'all though.
Go ahead.
When you think about that young fella that everybody in the firearm world wanted to do a 40-yard shot, was that static?
Behind the pole?
He was leaning up.
He was leaning against the pole. He was static.
Very static.
Yeah.
So don't discount static shooting training.
No, I ain't discounting that. What I'm saying is if it's somebody who can who can sit there and hit a target, but the goal is, can you hit your target? That's number one, whether it's static or whether it's moving with your firearm. You can do that.
So don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Static shooting.
I'm gonna tell you the difference, and I know this for a fact. I watch guys do it. Now I know guys out there that they can shoot, they do their thing, whatever. How many times? And please I would have to get gun camp on here to be my witnesses because I watch it happen all the time. People can stand at the range, shoot the gun. Boom, we can get groups tight as a dime, tight as a quarter, it's nothing. 7 yards, 10 yards, you shoot enough, you can do that. The moment Asian Wick got out to the range and started making everybody press, shoot fast, how fast they can get on target for 25 yards, boy, we start seeing who could shoot and who couldn't. It's different because in that training,
it adds another
like
level.
Say, you ain't gonna be able to just get on the target and shoot. I understand that, but what if you What if you love bug? We ain't gonna be able to dive and run and get out the way.
Okay.
I need to be able to get on target fast and hit what I'm shooting at. If that's the case, but you know what's gonna help me even more, Fish?
But you get in the training with Wick though.
EOTW.
Get out the way.
Get out the way.
That's
Hold
gonna
on,
save me before any of the training. I see you out there, Life of Ron. Life of Ron, give
Hold
me
on,
a
time out.
technique to use that's better than getting the hell out the way.
Are you saying all the training you've been getting with gun camp and Asian Wick and all them, it hasn't been beneficial to you?
No, I'm telling you, it's
Are
extreme.
you more confident as a shooter in a situation right now than you were 2 years ago?
It's extremely beneficial. The point I'm making is so when I see somebody dissing, whether it's static shooting or if I'm press shooting or if I'm at the range transition shooting and I'm getting better, that's helping me. Just like when you go in the shoot house and do the CQB stuff. And trust me, I'm more likely to have to use that training than you are to have to use the CQB. And what I was talking about when you were just explaining the scenario, bro, ain't nobody, you're never gonna have time. And I'll ask you, because I don't want your business in the street, however it works. But have you ever been in a street situation?
Yeah.
A real street shooting situation.
Yeah, bro. You know where I grew up. You know where I grew up, right?
I don't care. I'm asking you because my next question was, at what point did CQB or any other training cross your mind? Like, do you know? Well, where my wife? Let me tell you something, man. Do you know when these niggas start shooting at me? The last thing on my mind is how I'm holding the pistol. Which move 3 steps to the left, duck, move, curl, cover. None of that shit crossed my mind. All I want to do is not get hit.
If you have the training, RGG, if you have the training, it's going to come natural.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know, but natural to what, though? Depending on where you are.
Of the training.
Tell me what training comes into play.
In real life,
when you right in the opening right here.
I'll put it this way.
No, hold on. Before you say anything, what is the first move out of training that you make when I'm in a situation, me and Proud to Carry, walking out the mall?
Yeah.
And the motherfucker get to shoot.
Cover and concealment.
Cover and concealment.
So I know that's the technical term. Now tell the people what we gonna do in cover and concealment.
You gonna book to the nearest fucking real fucking cover.
Get out the way. Let me stop talking to y'all, man. This is all I've been saying all night. You make it sound fancy, but motherfuckers gonna duck. They gonna move. They gonna run.
Yeah, they is.
None of that other shit.
Armel, right? You said, hey, Armel, you said your training kicks in, right? All that stuff kicks in. But look, I'm gonna bring up in Chicago. I don't know what's going on. I don't keep up with the, I know it's violent across the country, but I pay attention to what's going on where I live at.
From Brooklyn.
We got police officers out here. I know y'all hear it on the news, right? They do the training. They do all this. They get way more training than us, quote unquote, right?
Yep.
They out here getting carjacked, getting shot, getting killed, all that.
Boy,
so
see, Proud to Carry, you cheating, fool.
Hold on. I'm gonna correct him. Not every cop be getting training like that. I promise. We've all been at the range and seen cops shoot like shit. Let's be honest.
But the point is, they train.
They train, but they get more training than us, though, right?
I think it's once a year, some shit like that. I don't even fucking know.
Hey, so all right, but they carry firearms there. They put
too late.
I'll put it this way: there's certain groups in the departments that do get that training, and they go kick the doors of these goons, and they win usually a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
Where?
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a reason. You know what? There's a reason the SEAL teams
in our community that there's a lot of people in our community getting the training and they still trash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's a reason these SEAL teams and shit, when they're not fucking doing missions, all they do is train. over and 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 over. Training's not bad. Training's not bad.
Training is good no matter what you're doing or how you're doing
What
it.
up, Hot Tub?
I'm not a SEAL
It is
team.
what it is. What's up? What up?
Hey man, let me throw something in there, bro. Training is all well and good, and that's what we all supposed to be doing at some level.
Yeah.
But I done been in the streets and I done been in the military. I done seen it all, done been in it all, done it all. And I'm here to tell you, no amount of training that you do can beat a person whose everyday life is combat.
Right.
I mean, it's a reason why in Afghanistan you had motherfuckers that they come up in the shits, was able to fight the U.S. Army to a standstill. Bro, that's what they do on a daily basis. They do it to each other. Same way, same rules apply in the streets. If you on some street shit 24/7, your situational awareness better. You know your environment better than anybody doing any amount of training because they don't live in those neighborhoods. Training is just that, for close quarters. Anything in the outside where most of the shit is gonna happen at, gas stations, malls, stores, shit like that, all that shit out the window.
Parking lot.
It's gonna be who's gonna be fastest on the draw and who's gonna be more accurate with their shot.
No, who hide the best?
Yeah.
I got one of the coldest belly flops in the nation. As soon as I hear that pop, boom, I'm gone. I'm getting out the way. You understand me?
Stop flapping roll.
And I don't know a man in the world that scare me, bro, but guns do. I will move and get the hell out the way. I'm not trying to get hit, man. If I got a chance to get a shot back on somebody, I'm good with that. But I need to get out the way and save whoever with me or try to save whoever with me. I can't. I'm not knocking training to no degree. All of it gonna come in handy at some point.
Yeah, it's all
But it's just that whole thing of, I think I saw somebody say, you know, we walking out and we moving. They say get off the X. Does that really cross your mind? Because then my next question will be, how many times you really been shot at? Because the thought of X don't never come to my mind. Like get off the X. Like that never crosses my mind. Like you could train every day.
Getting off the X is mandatory, man. You gonna do that anyway. Somebody bullets
right.
You're gonna get off that X,
You're gonna get off the X. But you're gonna be the X. One or the other.
Get your ass out the way.
Exactly.
But that's
so let me kick something. Let me kick something to everybody real quick. And this is just what I stand on. Proud to carry.
Yes, sir.
You have a significant other married?
Yeah.
She shoot?
Nope.
You know where I'm going, right?
Yep.
You're only as good as who got your back. In a lot of these scenarios that we're talking about, it's going to be a high probability that other person is going to be with you. And defending yourself is a hard enough fucking deal. But defending 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, goddamn, man, you can't be in. We're not all Supermen. You know what I'm saying? So on that training tip, y'all, let's get these families as close as familiarity at least as we can.
I know with to add on to Billy, I know with my daughter, like I'm out in public a lot with her. It's already situational detail. She hit the ground, I hit the ground, I'm covering her behind. Ain't no shots being fired from me until that situation is secured or that motherfucker in the way. I'm not in this motherfucking shootout cowboy Call of Duty type shit. My whole shit get the fuck home. The training, all training is excellent. The CQB stuff come in real handy, and I've been taking some classes. That shit come in handy because I live in a place where I don't know when these people going to flip. I need to be able to do my shit.
Yo, and that's another thing. Like, what are you preparing for? What are you training for?
Yeah, that's the other side.
I just trying to get back and forth, man. Sometimes I got out there to see copper.
Right,
man.
a lot of folks are preparing.
To get gas and it's rough, bro, because they run up on you. I be training for that. I be worried about
train for your environment. That's how I look at it. Train for your everyday environment.
Yeah, a lot of folks are afraid something's gonna go down with World War III or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where that rifle game come into play.
Yeah,
you
know what I'm talking about?
It's the average person ain't ready for you.
No, they're not. They're not. And I'm telling. And all I try to say is like, do what you want, bro. Like, wherever you feel comfortable, that's on you. But if you run into someone with those skills, they're gonna mop your shit. Like, I promise.
Hey, look. So I
I
want to bring
promise.
this up.
Okay,
Right? What you just said, Hot Tub.
that sounded awesome and very enthusiastic.
Yeah, because you can't sit there.
But
and-
how
It's
often?
facts.
When the last
You
time?
can't- you can't say that
Not
for a
you
fact.
per se, but when the last time you even heard of somebody running into one of these cats?
It could happen at any
You in the
point.
boom- You in the boom boom room, bro. We never gonna run up like.
Bro,
Okay,
they did it. They did it in Katrina. They did it in Katrina. Blackwater came down there and took people's shit, mopped them up.
Hey Ron, I'd like to know who you were talking about. What you were talking about on this?
They
on
weren't
this-
supposed to be
on
down
this,
there on that type of mission.
comment.
No, they weren't, but they did it. Did they not? Did it not happen?
Yeah. You caught a
I
bunch.
know that.
Trained people off guard. That's what Blackwater did.
Well, I know that
You got civilians.
the guy that was in Texas, right? And they came to get him, whatever police department that was.
Waco.
And when they tried to come through the
Nah,
door,
not Waco. He talking
they
about
tried to come through the door, and he had that
Michael Johnson.
he had that switch on that Glock, and he shot them motherfuckers up and killed the first dude through the door. All them motherfuckers was trained to go through doors too.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't do shit.
Which one?
That motherfucker.
I don't know this story.
I don't know if that was Houston police or whatever, but dude, they was going in the door. He made
Yo,
all of them.
No, that was Dallas. That was Dallas. The dude's name was
coming to
Larry
the door.
Davis in Brooklyn, in New York, mopped the whole goddamn police force and lived through it.
Yeah, Larry Davis did. Them cats was all armed up and everything. And this was back in the 80s.
Mopped them.
So at the end of that whole conversation, you have to understand that the situations are always going to be different. So there's no guarantee. I don't give a fuck what you do for training. There's no guarantee that training is going to be the better one in that scenario. It's just never going to be guaranteed.
Because there's way more situations that can happen than you're able to train for.
Yeah.
There's
So
way
we just had a
scenarios that
situation
can happen than we're able to prepare for.
It's a situation that just happened here in Chicago, RGG. I know you probably heard about it, about this this young chick, man, got her license to carry and everything, right? Got her gun took from her and got killed with her own gun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn.
So if you ain't prepared for it, this go back to what you said, Hot Tub. Most people ain't prepared for it, man. They ain't ready for it. They think they is, but they ain't.
They go get a
You know
gun.
what I mean?
So that's always my thing. So and like I say, I think that if I'm listening to Fish, and I give him a hard time, but if I'm listening to bro and he's saying, look, if you're on that level, or this is what you're doing, go out, get you some CQB, some pistol training, try to train across the board, move and shoot, do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just my opinion. That's definitely going to assist you in the real world, but to me, that's more for sport.
What up, Cabo?
My thing is, when I'm training somebody, or I'm trying to help them get prepared to shoot, it's the same way that I was being trained. So understand, I was engaged with firearms before this YouTube stuff. And this is not to glorify, because I'm one of the people that don't like to even talk about nothing street related. But if I was capping, somebody would have been called me out by now. I've been through it, man. I done lost homies. It's weird. It's bad. But it's what I do understand is if you knew better, you do better, right?
Yep.
Like if I understood just getting out the way, staying out the way, man, life is a little bit safer that way. Boy, if he just didn't go to the liquor store that night, man, he could have just waited till the mall to go over there.
Yeah.
And these be those situations. Like you're talking to the average everyday civilian. If I'm telling somebody from Chicago, look, if you don't got no criminal record, man, get legal. Go get you a firearm and get your concealed. Do that first, and then go get you some training on how to properly use your firearm. If you're gonna carry concealed, know how to draw from your holster and get on target. If you can get that far where you're proficient with that, you know how to take it down, clean it, and you're familiar with your gun,
step it up.
To me, that's the necessary training.
Yo, and to speak facts, at that point, you're probably better than 70% of the population out there.
Yep.
You know, like
carry insurance, he said. I agree.
Yeah. Yo, let me ask y'all a question though. Now, as far as stepping it up, you ever think about stepping it up without your firearm? Is there anything that anybody's doing?
Yeah, well, that's the thing with shooting and moving. It's part of physical training too. That's so fucking underrated.
No,
so underrated.
I'll agree with Fish.
On the other side,
work you out.
To answer that, Billy, I've been setting it up with as far as my mind and emotion. I mean, breathing exercises, stuff like that to get my emotions get panic under control and shit
Armel, Armel, what you saying? what you're saying is such a big point, because a lot of us got firearms.
Mhm.
How many of us can pull the trigger with somebody else on the other side of that barrel?
Exactly.
How many can get
Oh,
through
I
that
can-
shit?
I don't want to.
I don't
Yeah.
want to either.
I
I
mean,
don't nobody want to, but hey,
I don't want to. Some people, but they got that shit. Where my man at? Johnny,
I ain't got to speak on it.
everybody. You know what I mean? My man want to blast everybody. Just
Oh,
Right.
my mama, I
You
ain't
kill
got to speak on
everybody.
it. I ain't got to speak on it.
But you know what, Armel? That's why from the time I came on here, I advocate, hey man, if you ain't got to use it, don't use it. Every situation don't call for gunplay.
yeah, that's
No,
what.
it don't.
Armel, to
It don't,
touch
It's
what you
off.
said though too. I'm
You
like
gotta
you, Armel. You gotta think with your man, because even like you said, Billy, what can you do without the firearm?
I'm
If
working.
you're referring to how you can use your hands in that situation, using your hands is out the door anyways. Not in today's age, because you know how that's gonna turn out.
Yeah.
It's gonna turn to gunplay.
Hell,
Anyway.
if it was still like that, boy,
You know.
man, I'd probably still be in the
Fighting
street.
nobody. I ain't never
Out there,
grown.
my old ass still be
fight.
out there fighting. What? Nick? Say
Grown
what?
don't
Yo, I'm glad you had me on. I thought you were saying you don't need training, but that's not what you were saying at all. And I'm glad you clarified that shit.
because what's
I'm gonna let someone else hop on,
important?
spit some game. Fucking, I appreciate y'all. Proud to carry. Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you,
Fucking
bro.
Tony.
fish.
But what's the
All
name?
right.
That I ain't fighting nobody. Grown men don't
Hey,
fight.
so where you at, a dog room?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's all right. You don't got to turn the light on.
Fight, man.
All right. I appreciate that, RGG.
How everything going
Hey,
with you?
everything you were saying, MFF too. You both was right, man, without a doubt, man.
Yeah, that MFL
Yes, sir.
smart, ain't he, man?
Yeah, he is.
He's a smart MFF.
Hey, I just want to say this, man. Hey, everything you were saying, RGG, I'm from the hood, man. You right, man. Ain't nothing like Chicago, dude. Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. So you better be prepared. You need that training. You need to learn how to breathe. You need not to panic in that situation. And be able to use it when you need to use it, without a doubt, man. Ain't nothing you said was wrong, RGG or MFL.
What up, friend?
Hoo-dee-hoo-hoo. What up, friend? What up, brother?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna say something, Ardo.
Yeah.
You know, I've been overseas, been in Iraq, been in Afghanistan. I can tell you about all of that. Anything war related, damn near I can walk it like I talk it.
No, I appreciate that.
But the streets is different.
It is.
Because you and even the military will tell you that they train for specific scenarios that they in. They had to revamp how they went to war just to go to war in Iraq. You know what I'm saying? Because it was different type. That's why I tell people you can't if you've been in the military, yeah, you might have done whatever. But it's different when you back home. Because it's not just indiscriminate killing, bro. You got to assess the situation. You got to look at the surroundings. You got to know what you're shooting at, what's behind what you're shooting at. Because every one of them bullets come with a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So all of that got to come into play. So training is a big factor on that. I don't care how you train. Just train on something.
Mhm.
And I think it's real underestimated. Like people just think the streets be on some street shit and they don't be out there really training. I know some young cats, man.
I know shorties go
In
to
the
the range a
hood,
lot.
they really do. They
Hey,
really
Father Carey, them shorties being eagle, don't they, man?
Yeah, they be man. They be
They
them
got
shorty,
talent,
and they got
bro.
something. They,
Yeah.
even though they know they ain't
Yeah,
supposed to be up in there, but I'm telling you, man, these shorties got some shit, man. I'm telling you,
yeah,
so
you ain't lying.
you better
You're
be ready
not
for that shit,
lying.
man. I'm telling you.
You're not lying.
And how they looking at it? They ain't training how us. They ain't looking down no sight. They got they shit equipped.
They
Though,
learning
you know
how
what
to
I'm
point
saying?
and shoot.
But they know how to point, shoot, and they put lasers on their shit. All you gotta do is put a beam on somebody. It's over with.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
So man, these shorties, man, they ready for it.
And that's what they doing in the streets. Like
Yeah.
this, I'm not telling you about something I heard or saw on a video. This is what they doing.
That's what we see every day. And they running in packs, man. They ain't just one on. Man, they hopping out. They got
Chill out.
AR
You
pistols.
right.
They got
Talk about
Dracos.
locked
They
and
got
loaded,
ARs.
ready.
You
Real
ain't
for real.
lying. They running in packs. You got to be careful
For
with
real?
that. Yep. You ain't lying.
Get out of that shit. Get out. Stay
Yeah.
the fuck away.
Get out the way.
Hey, you see them on the news jumping out in cars. That's packs.
Yeah.
They ready. It ain't just one running up on you.
That's my
Yeah.
primary message tonight, man. And that's the message I want to get everybody. And that's why I said what I'm gonna say is gonna override every trainer, every person that think they the dopest, shooters, and all this shit, man. Getting the
They
hell out
say
the
that
way
until they in that action, RGG.
is your best chances of survivability.
Hey man, I stay all the way out the way.
Just stay out the way.
If I ain't got to be in certain areas, I don't be in certain areas. I don't care if I grew up there. I'm not going back because I ain't got no business there. I ain't at that level in life no more. Most of the people ain't. If you got out the hood, if you came from that environment, you got out. The fuck you going back for?
Exactly.
Unless you just going to see family, and if that area is still hot, it's still active. Hey man, sometimes family just got to come see you. But get out the stay, like you say, stay out the way, man. That's
fact. That's fact.
And check in.
And we were just talking about that on the last lab, though, RGG. Like, you know, even with the food, though, like, unfortunately, shit, some of the food in Chicago, the best food in the hood. So
it's in the hood, you got to be careful going to get something to eat.
You got to be careful going to get something to eat, man.
Yep.
You got to get that Italian beef, man. You
Grub
gonna walk home with that Italian beef, you know?
Better grub.
What up? Man, bro. I feel like the conversation's over. I tapped in. I left the range.
Heat it back up. Set the fire again.
I left the range. I'm looking at my phone. I said, "Oh, they're having a juicy conversation. I need to get home."
That's a fact. That's a fact, man.
So, all right. I feel like I'm gonna go back, but I have to. So I feel like everybody's right at a certain level, a certain degree. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, if you don't know how to shoot, you need to static shoot. You understand what I'm saying? If you static shoot and you're proficient at static shooting, maybe you need to go to the next level and start learning different things instead of sticking to one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like being what's that saying? Whatever.
Complacent.
Like just being understanding a liting bit about everything. Understanding a little bit about
everything.
What happened?
A jack of all trades.
Yes, master of none.
Anything.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I do feel like everything that has to do with firearms and training will benefit somebody just depending on what level you're at. You understand what I'm saying? So like, yo, if you're at that point of static shooting where you're sub 1 second out the hoop,
I'm gonna let y'all out for a second and bring in a couple more people.
So it's funny you said it because
all right, I'm gonna let y'all out.
I'm gonna step away.
That whole jack of all trades, master of none. There's more to that saying.
There's more.
Because it's jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than master of one. That's the whole thing.
Understood. All right, and that's perfect. But what I'm saying is, if you're just concentrated on one thing, that's not it. You understand what I'm saying? That might not be it. So like I said, if you never handled a firearm, maybe you need to get to the safety portion of it. Maybe you need to get your groupings tighter. You need to be static. You don't need to move right away. But once you get past that certain point, maybe you need to start moving and shooting and understanding the dynamic of that. And then once you get past that point and just progression of shooting, progression of firearms, instead of staying in one spot, you guys are 100% right about, you know, people in the hood or these kids in the hood that are shooting. That's a fucking fact.
I agree with you, Dust. I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? Like them kids are moving and grooving, but at the same time, now if you go learn some shit, you know, regardless of you from the hood or not, and somebody said being from the hood, you have somewhat an advantage because you've seen some stuff that other people haven't seen. I do agree with that 1,000%.
I'm gonna add one to that. I'm gonna add to one of that. Being from the hood, you've done some stuff that the average person haven't done. You don't understand like how many police friends give me a phone call because they don't know nothing about guns. They know these are the people that's protecting our communities now. They give me a phone call. They don't know nothing about guns. And you have, man, these young boys are like 1 up, 2 up, 3 up on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And these police are terrified to even come in. You know, hey, look, man, just check in and see what's going on. How y'all doing today? Like, so you absolutely right. You got to go out here and you got to learn every little piece. Like for me, where I can fix my gun break right now today. I can fix it myself.
And that's another aspect.
Let me chime in real quick. So I'm thinking about like my man Joseph Harris, and this actually applies to me as well, and several other people. What about the people with physical limitations?
That's how we got.
I don't have a lot of physical. My only physical limitation is I'm fat, but
that could be fixed.
I'm not in shape. It can be, but it can't be fixed tonight.
No,
If I
but
ran
it's
into
something you
a
work on.
situation
Now that's a
tonight,
goal. That's
I
a
gotta-
goal.
I got to
Well,
be able to handle my business. But
You better
I've
get
been
ready to blow.
I made it out fat,
Yeah, you ain't lying.
right? Just due to being able to survive in that environment.
Man.
It don't make me no better than the next dude, right? Because
Oh.
you know what I'm saying? Like it don't make me no better. It was just my environment, man, and I was blessed to get away from a lot that was going on around me.
But you
And then
got to
losing homies and all that type of stuff.
OG, but you know, and I know that we acquired a set of skills to survive that, bro.
Mhm.
You know that.
You can't replicate that
It's-
environment.
hold on, wait.
You can't not in battle, bro. You know we acquire a set of skills that a lot of people who train, they just have it. They haven't had that experience. These young boys, they learning how to shoot during when they go out and drill. When they go out and drill, that's when they learning how to shoot.
It's adapting, experience and adapting. Everybody's experience level is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to get into anything personal.
They going to the
Neither
best
should
reserve
anybody
level
else
too.
on the panel.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that it's sticking to one thing just ain't it.
Nah, you're
You
right.
understand
I
what
agree.
I'm saying? Like, yo,
I agree.
learning how to, as I call it, move and groove. I feel like it's important. If you are disabled or something like that, then that I get. Like, I get that. You can't really do nothing about that. But there goes the adapting part. You're gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah, you have to adapt. Like RGG said, I mean, you know, without body size, like I'm a big dude. I had to adapt.
Those boys out there that we talking about, if you will win on your first if it's their first time doing some shit, but most of the time, if they're going for you, it ain't their first time.
No,
Nah.
that's a fact. What are you doing now? Now the next question is,
No boy got confidence too,
Just
boy.
like you training, they training on a thief thing.
Yep.
I feel it.
Old thief skin.
Man, them boys got confidence too, man. They got confidence.
They
Them
do,
boys-
no, of course, but everybody should have confidence. Wrong, right, or indifferent.
Facts, big facts, though.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody should have.
But let me ask you this. Like I know you do a lot of training yourself.
Ready. You got
Armel, stop cutting me off, man.
the enemy.
Hey, look. So I know. Like you guys do a lot of training the whole 9 yards, and we just made a great point when I was talking about like myself, Joseph. And you said that can be fixed. That's great. Siege just shot that. I'm old. That can't be fixed. I don't call her old, but that's. What do you tell? I got a cousin right now that want to get her concealed. She's former military. She want to get trained. She want to be able to shoot better. Don't we have to have different methods? I got my wife. Don't we have to have different methods of training that doesn't require people to have to do a ton of moving? What if they can't move like that? What if they just physically can't move like that?
You have to. Now, this is what I'm saying. You have to adapt. Now, your whole game plan has changed. If
So
you
gotta
can't
be
move
more
like that, right?
efficient.
If you can't move like that, then for whatever reason, right? And there's no way of fixing it or whatever, you have to adapt, dog. You have to have some type of game plan.
That's the whole like give you an example. I'm not saying anybody in here Navy SEAL, but like they train those SEALs to use their left hand when their right hand go down. They train SEAls when they lose their limb, how to continue to survive. Not saying that anybody's on that level of performance. I'm saying that you can adapt to pretty much anything.
Those special forces dudes are on offensive. They shit is to attack. Police is on offensive. They shit is to attack. Your shit, my shit is on defend. I ain't attacking no fucking body.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I'm gonna have to disagree with you because I'm letting you know now. If I see all of the telltale signs before an attack, they gonna be on defense. I promise you. They gonna be on defense.
Well, that might be that.
But no, listen. What I'm saying is, I understand like adaptability. So like this is what I do. And somebody, trainers out here, whoever that does this stuff, correct me. But this is what I do when I'm training. If I know that not only myself or the person is not physically capable of not going to be able to run fast, dive under, should do all of this, or be able to quickly get off the X and make those moves, you want to be able to be efficient enough that you can get to your firearm in a timely manner, get up and get on target. So if I was scared, whether somebody running in the house or running up on the car, if my wife, if she can grab that motherfucker and be like, "Bop," and she learn how to, and I'm teaching her that point shoot method.
Yeah.
And she learn how to do that. That's gonna get you there. That'll save you in a lot of cases.
No, 100%.
Trust me, that's what these shorties doing, bro. They so man,
Why
I'm talking about
that know how to do so well.
But let me ask you something. What are you doing? What are you doing to be a target?
You don't have to do
You don't have to be.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to do nothing to be a target, bro.
I only addressed that because we were talking about it. But what I've been saying, because you was at the range, what I've been saying the whole night is the best training in the possible world is staying out the way.
Yeah,
agreed.
But that's like, but look, think about it. That's like you go to the range every day. People know that you're highly active in firearms. That dude got guns. You're a target right now.
Yeah.
You're a target right now just because you got guns and you can feed the streets guns. You're a target. Mm-hmm. They just watching you pull out of the shooting range parking lot. You're a target now.
And be honest with you,
that's a fact. I wouldn't suggest it.
Hey, me neither. I
wouldn't suggest it. I'm gonna be real. People could call it cocky or whatever, dog. I would not.
I'm not. I only, bro. When it comes to that, bro, I ain't even gonna call you cocky, bro. Like I said,
I would not.
Once my telltale signs go off, bro. Once I telltale signs go off, bro, I become the offender, bro, and I have no shame about it.
But like you said, though, people watching you lead a gun range, I can guarantee you that 90%, even 95% of people when they lead a range, they ain't thinking about nobody trying to.
I am.
Yeah, and sometimes
I am, bro. My pistol, my gun don't be on my holster. My gun be in my hand when I drive.
Hey, friend. The truth is, a lot of times we don't even see our predator.
Look, my wife just said mine's too. Like, man, look, I hate to live. Some people be like, man, I can't live like that. Hey, I ain't finna die like that.
I don't know, man. I just feel like
I say this though, and I heard a brother say it last week, and probably Kerry was there with me, and I thought that was probably one of the dopest things I heard. I know everybody want to be situationally aware.
Yeah,
you always want to be on your square. Nobody can be on their square 100% of the time.
No,
it's impossible.
You gonna be lacking it. You gonna be lacking at one point.
If you can't be 100%, which we know we can't be 100%, why not train to be 99%?
I agree. I agree.
Or we can't be 99%. How come we can't be 98%? Why can't we get to the highest level of where we need to be, regardless of what we can do or can't do, move or can't move?
Human nature and natural reaction will always outweigh every level of training you'll have.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point of this life.
That's to a certain level. That's to a certain level. Now check this one out. Now, how many have you met anybody in the military or high level fighters or whatever, and they get put in a situation and they're like, yo, dog, it was so bad that the only thing that took over was my training.
Yep, I hear that a lot. You
understand what I'm saying? Like when you train that much, it's like, yo, that's the only, bro.
And they don't know what happened until afterward. People have to tell them what happened. They be like, yo, dude, you did this, you did that, you did that. And they be like, I did what?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. High level fighters, like, dog, he called me with a 2-piece. I was white light. All the training took over. I don't even really know what happened. And then
you know what's crazy? You know what crazy does?
Combo fighting back and he wins. Same thing with.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy does?
But
I hear these young boys having them same conversations out here in the streets.
Exact same conversation.
Exact same. Home be like, I ain't even know what happened, and boom, you know what I'm saying? It was over with. Like they don't even recall what happened until they at home and they going over it.
100%. Or you talking with one of your homeboys and like, yo, dog, what happened? It's like, yo, he rocked you and you turned into an animal.
Yeah, he turned into a monster out there. Yeah.
Like, real deal been trying to talk for the last 25 minutes. Go ahead, Real Deal.
I thought Real Deal was looking. He was like, yo, what is this?
Oh my God, this is a Real Deal. Let me wait a minute, bro. Let me give you the show.
Yeah, you got it. You got it, bro.
There you go, man.
Yeah, waiting for somebody to take a breath. That's all.
Hey, that's how black people are, man. Sometimes you gotta just say what you got to say, man.
So, dude, knowledge. I agree. I mean, with Kick Up Dust, I agree with them. We should always be training to improve ourselves. I think that's absolutely.
Also, common sense goes a long way when it comes to anything in life. You can be book smart all you want and not have any common sense, and you're not going to be very good with guns.
Talk that talk.
And one of the worst things I ever heard came out of James Yeager's mouth. And he said, I tell people all the time, you're better off taking one of my classes and having one bullet and not having no training and have a full magazine. That is the most stupid thing I ever heard in my life.
Yep. Wow.
Training is awesome.
Yeah.
But it's not everything. And some people just train and train and train and train and train and train. And all it is a flex. Is get my chest out. I got my 5'11" pants on. I got my tactical belt. And I'm awesome.
Yeah. Hey, you got to put that pressure on them. People got to understand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, hold on. So you're saying that for some, I'm trying to wrap my head around.
No. Hold on, Dust. I understand what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Hear him out.
I'm trying to. Like, no, I'm not. I'm not here to argue with nobody.
No, I'll just say I already know what you was going to say because I heard it. You know what I'm saying? But it's
just kind of I'm like, because what processed in my head, it was like, yo, training is a flex. And
no, that's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. He's saying train, but you also got to prepare for more. You know what I'm saying? For some people, they just want to show off their new AR. They want to say I shot 500 rounds this week, and they want to beat their chest and show the world that they're training. They're not mentally prepared for it, and he's right. They're not. They don't know what it feels like to have them bullets whizzing past your head, sounding like bumblebees.
Hey, what do they call the training when the guys when they bring all the SWAT team guys and the police training and they take them to places and they be real
life training? That's what he's saying.
This happened at River Oaks Mall here, right outside Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
There was a whole group of SWAT members in the mall training.
Active shooter training.
Active shooter. There you go.
Active shooter training. That's a whole different dynamic in itself, and people don't know.
Active shooters from out south ran up in that mall, actively shooting. Whacked that security guard.
Mm-hmm.
Rest his soul. Rest in peace to him. I shouldn't have said it that way.
We get it though.
They went in there shooting, hit the security guard, killed while they were in there doing active training, active shooter training, and got up out of there.
Wow.
Explain to me how that happened.
It is crazy. It's crazy, and I hate to talk about something so tragic as the elementary school killing. But all of those police officers there and nobody entered. Mm-hmm. This man got a phone call from his wife saying the guy is right here, and they literally would not let this officer go in there and save his own wife. All of that, you get what I'm saying?
But that goes back to what we said earlier in the lab, though. Like nobody
that,
gonna know what they gonna do until they put
there's a lot more to that than you think, right?
It is, but I'm asking just a normal human being right now.
I had this conversation with a high-ranking officer not that long ago, and I was on the same shit. Like, yo, why wouldn't they go in? Now, there's budgets. There's a chain of command. There is
nothing.
I said the same thing, real deal. I promise you.
There is nothing that's going. If my wife called me, bro, I don't care nothing about chain of command. If my wife called me and tell me, "Hey, man, you can have this badge," if my wife called me and tell me, "Baby, this dude is in here killing us," there's nothing that's going to stop me from going in there. Even if my wife went in there, man, them babies was in there. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
but now everybody doesn't have the same mindset.
Well, yeah,
but see, how can you have a mindset? Let me ask you this:
take that badge off and give it to somebody that does.
That's mindset like this, right? Everybody with all these guns and everybody talking all this shit. Everybody not no killer.
No, everybody ain't willing to be out either.
If you guys are gonna talk about the situation, understand the whole situation. For you to say fuck that, fuck this, fuck that, fuck that, fuck this, and not even want to hear the other side. That's crazy to me. You got to understand. I'm with you. But to sit down here out the whole situation.
Hold on. Let me say this. Let me get control here. First of all, we got off the top.
Yeah, we did.
We got to the elementary school.
Yeah,
that was praying for.
My bad.
You got to learn.
You know, does get me emotional. I apologize.
You gotta get him some stay on the subject training. But here go the thing though. All I was saying, the whole purpose of this entire live was for me to talk to people. Because here's what I understand: out of the 150 something odd people that's in here right now, 95% are just novice gun enthusiasts, man. People that just loved it, just love the game, love the gun.
Until life turn you into something else.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. But in another year of them doing the same thing,
my
will
point
they be
is,
novice?
but everybody ain't gonna be able to get out and do super extensive training and
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this out there. I think it's a bunch of bull that you have to qualify or do any training to get a license to carry. Period.
I agree. No, I agree.
We just got off topic, got back on.
That's a whole different situation. Like,
how you gonna
training, isn't it? Isn't it?
How you gonna go back and change the subject again?
Nah, I'm
training, right? You have to get training to get a gun.
Anybody who has a gun should be getting training. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I've seen cops shoot, and I'm like, how is that person a cop?
Anybody that has free speech shouldn't say hateful stuff either.
No.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Hey, check this out. Check this out, though. Check this out. I got somebody want to say hey, though, bro.
Hey.
Yo.
Yeah.
What up,
Yo, girl. ATL in the building.
How y'all doing?
Talking about a real shooter.
Yeah, she's so hood it don't make no sense, boy. But I ain't gonna put her business out there. I ain't gonna put her business out there. How you doing, mama?
Good. Just got off work.
Okay. Everything good? You keeping everything under control?
Yes, I am.
Keeping my little chubby buddy out of trouble?
He get me in trouble.
I know he do. He's
Lies.
I gotta give him a speech every week, every Thursday. I got to
He
call
do.
him.
Yeah, he do.
I gotta give him one every day.
Now tell that.
Gotta keep him in line. It's good to see you.
Good seeing y'all. Y'all stay safe. Have a good one.
Yes, man.
So, Kick Up Dust, let me ask you this question.
I'm listening.
So you go and do shoot houses, right? Like you guys did.
Not just that, but yeah.
And other stuff. You do other training.
Yeah.
So you're in there. So was it like there was a team against another team and you guys were shooting at each other?
There's that aspect. There's other aspects to it. I'm listening.
Okay. So you're doing training. It's good training, but at the end of the day, when you got shot, you knew you were gonna go home. When you shot whatever you shot at each other, was it real recoil? Did you feel real recoil from the gun?
Yes.
So it's the same recoil it would have been from live fire.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
That's great.
It is 300 feet per second less than a 22. It will break skin. It will make you bleed. The recoil aspect of it is real. Like it's loud. Well, not super loud, but it is loud, but there's a lot more to that shit than just you two go inside and there's a lot more to it.
I get it. I'm not saying there isn't, and I'm not saying bad thing, but I'm just saying it's training. It can help you in a real situation, but it's still not a real situation.
Right. Hey, OG, don't answer this. Have anybody ever been in a situation where they've had to defend their life and they've had to discharge their firearm? Me personally, I don't even remember recoil. I don't remember my gun kicking my hand back. I don't remember. All I remember is that little white dot at the front of my firearm on target. I don't remember no recoil. I don't remember how many shots I fired. You get what I'm saying? I don't remember none of that. I don't remember. My body doesn't remember feeling any of that.
I don't even say.
Can I just say something? Prepper wrote something. I just wanted to touch on this. He said you're more likely to take chances in training knowing that you're going to go home in real life. That's a fact. But that shit hurts, dog. That shit hurt. I promise you that shit hurts. And that's only a small % of it.
It's a big fact.
I promise you. It's only that whole force on force CQB shit. Yo, it's a revolving door that doesn't end. It's only a small, tiny %.
Hey, I'm going to let my man Joe Vaught talk in a second here.
Hey, panel, how you doing? Hey, thanks for having me on RGG. I just want to say something, address that last comment that someone did to Kick Out Dust. So when you take CQB training, force on force training, let me walk this back. I grew up in one of the worst carjacking neighborhoods back in the 80s and 90s. I'm old. I have a military background, extensive military background, working with some of these units that everyone talk about. RGG, I dropped you guys a link to show what real urban combat is like. And that's a video from 160th and 2 of the units doing an
I just seen
assault
that.
out in LA. So we do what's called MOUT, military operations on urban terrain. I was going back and forth with someone about what CQB is. So first, let's get our definition straight. CQB or CQC is actually close quarters combat. That means where you can actually see the person that's shooting back at you, right? Does everyone agree on that? CQB can happen in your house, in a building, at a gas station, in a room, in a shitter. As long as you can see who's shooting back at you, that's CQB. Your tactics and techniques change based upon what you're doing and how you're rolling. You rolling with a 3-man team, a 5-man team? Are you doing ASO? You rolling solo dolo? All that determines what you're going to do. The training aspect. We sit down here and everyone's talking about sim rounds and everything else in training. The world's best units use simunition rounds and training houses and shoot houses to get them to that high level of reaction and everything else. Remember, you're not going to rise to the situation. You're going to sink to your baseline of training. That's why these units go thousands and thousands of hours on training, whether it's a static breach, a dynamic breach, going into the room, that flow of getting into the room and everything else. Also in the chat, one of the things I put down there when Big Fish said, you know, who's going to have the better opportunity to win that fight? It's a fact. The person that's the luckiest, the person that can get effective rounds on targets is going to win that gunfight. Now, to increase your odds, you increase your training, right? Football teams practice, right? So there's nothing wrong with practicing and training as long as you're doing it correctly. Now, if you're doing static shooting, if you're doing dynamic shooting, shooting and moving, you're shooting in depth and everything else. That's just a matter of what type of training you're going to do.
Yeah, you're honing your skills now.
Yeah, and it's a fact. 95% to 99% of gunfights are not static because I don't know too many people that's just going to stand there as they're getting shot at. Now, there's one dude in Malawi, when that Delta operator, he was an ASO, and he took down that hotel that was being taken over by terrorists. That French dude that was #1 in the stack with the shield, he stood there and got shot. They counted 21 rounds in his shield. He couldn't go anywhere. They was in a bad situation. So we're not operators. We're not tier 1 operators. And again, real bad boys moving solids. I'm not going to have a fucking sticker on my car. Hey, I was on fucking Alpha Squadron or Dread Squadron. No, you're going to move in silence. It comes down to the training. And
here go. Here's facts. And this is for me, this is proof. The only reason that we were able to kind of, I guess, beat the Taliban is because we had better equipment and we had better numbers. If you take away the fact that we outnumbered them and we had bigger tanks and bigger guns, we'd have got our ass handed to us.
Well, we didn't beat them. We did get
so one thing.
Well, yeah, we did. I do. You know, I was just trying to be respectful.
Yeah, some of the worst is staying on the top.
I mean, why are we talking about?
I'm just talking about training and just like real world. Like real world of those Taliban people. They not military. They just a whole bunch of dudes who grabbed a whole bunch of guns to go defend their country. Versus military trained people that came in. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so if you take away the fact that we outnumbered them, hey man, you know them folks smacked our ass over there.
So here go the thing. One of the things I want to say is this. I didn't want this to turn into the military versus the real world.
Oh well, yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
I love what you're saying, Joe Vod. Like I respect that to the fullest, and I get it. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is encounters that we are more likely to encounter. Now I'm not sure where you live at right now. But you know what you're more likely to encounter in your everyday movement than I do, and where you are.
So let me address that. And again, I wasn't trying to go. So when people are talking about the military and everything else, that's a whole different unicorn. That's a platypus. I'm not funded like that. We don't have the time, the resources, everything else. Now, when it goes back to training as a civilian, you get the best training you can get. And that's what it is because it can go down anywhere. Last night, I literally had someone ring my doorbell while I was sitting out back, looking at some yotes and everything else, doing some other shit. And I was like, oh shit, Santa actually, my alarm went off. It's like, oh shit, Santa showed up early, right?
Hey,
So
it go. This my go time. I be happy for. Oh,
but then it was just like, let me go
window bell go off. Boy, I'm coming to the door with the AR.
Right? Let me go to the alarm, see what the situation is. So again, you have to be prepared. You just can't want to go out there and shoot someone, but you can't be oblivious as to what's going on in your city. If you do a lot of traveling, you go from Atlanta to Chicago, they move different. You go from New York to Miami, they move different. So you have to know what the tempo is, and you have to understand your surroundings and understand what your baseline level of training is. Because the truth be told, when that first round cacks off at you, you shit, you piss, you forget fucking everything, and you snap back in, and then that kicks in. And some people have more of a flight than a fight reaction. You also have to assess, is it prudent for me to pull my gun? They got the drop on me. Nope, just comply. Wait till I have that tactical advantage, or wait till I can get the fuck up out of there. Ideally, if something happens to me, I'm jumping in my truck and the fuck out. I got a fucking 4,000-pound truck. I'm hauling ass. So, hey, thanks for having me. If you guys got any questions or whatever, just hit me up. I can answer them on IG or more offline, because there's a lot of shit there's a lot of stuff that goes into it that's just not, it's just not as clear cut as we like to make it think.
Yeah.
You know,
before you leave though, you said something right at the end that I personally believe in. If I got the option to leave over anything, if I have that option to get out of that situation and just get away, I'll choose that option every day. If I have that option,
get out the way.
You know, like you say, first thing you're gonna do is assess. I don't know how many combatants. I don't know what the threat level is. I don't know how many people's coming at me. Just because I see two, it could be a third one. Yeah, you can smoke two, and that third one gets you, and it's done. So,
and I've seen it.
You know, and that's one of those things that I would like to say I'm gonna stand tall and I'm gonna go grab my stuff and get the drop on, come up and kiss a baby and everything else. Man, I don't be able to piss throwing up. Like,
it's different when the bumblebees going by your ear, man. It get real different.
I don't just did it what
is going to come out. You know, everyone got that inhibition in them. Mine's about right here. It's just going to come out. I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I wasted all that fucking money.
You gonna kiss a baby at the end, bro?
You said that, right? Let me ask y'all.
Thing in the world, bro.
Let me ask y'all.
Thanks for having me on. You guys have a good one.
All right.
Thanks.
Let me ask y'all a real question though. And this kind of
What's going on?
doesn't stray away from the whole ordeal. And Kaba, you shoot out your answer. I know you've been there before everybody.
Okay, yeah. What
Real
up, guys?
question.
Hey, now I know I'm coming in late, but I don't know if anybody brought up anything about when it comes to owning a firearm. Training, is one thing. We have to look at firearm retention, hand-to-hand combat. That stuff first, because if you can use that shit first before you have to use your firearm to get somebody off you, that's something we should all be doing too.
Yep.
You know, and train to the level of your experience and then advance from there. You know, sometimes we're trying to train for shit that some of us in real life are not going to see. So we have to train for real world shit that's going to happen to us where we are. You know, some people train for other things, and that's cool. For me, people always ask me, well, why don't I shoot past 10 yards? Because in Illinois, past 10 yards, it's murder.
Yeah, you gonna have to explain it to the judge.
You know, so I train for situations that's going to affect me, you know, in real world shit. Now, can I shoot past that? Of course. But when it comes to training for defensive shit, I pay attention to what's legal, what's in, and my experience.
So let me ask everybody real quick, man. A lot of us fall into this conversation, and when it comes to training, all of a sudden it becomes it's for defense. Who the fuck trains for fun? Who the fuck goes out there to have a good time?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, with self-defense, yeah, you're right. With self-defense, yes. But a lot of my training, I mean, 50% of my training is for defense. But I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if anybody else gonna be honest. I have offensive training in my training, bro. Like when my little go off, like it's no longer defensive mode. It's when will I strike now? You know what I'm saying? So I train for offense.
But what part of your training can make you sit back and say, I'm a bad motherfucker. I just did that
Oh
shit.
no, I'll never do that. That's how you die. That's how you lose your life.
I'm just having fun because
that's how you lose your life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Way
That's
more than just trying to defend myself all the time.
Yeah, that's how you lose your life.
Like throwing the football in the street.
Y'all
I'm
want to know
having
the part
fun.
that bothered me was Joe Vi when he said, when he corrected his cuss word.
He did do
I
that.
be trying, OG.
Because he had cussed like 9 times before that. And then on that last shit, he was like, he gonna correct it. I didn't like
He was just apologizing for all of them. You know what I'm saying? He saved it to the end.
He said that bothered
He
me.
saved it to the end. He just saved it to the end.
Just gonna apologize for that one cuss word.
So
let me
Prince,
say
you
this
don't
real
train
quick.
to have a good time?
Do I train to have a good time?
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say train to have a good time. Like me, if me and my wife go out and have like a little shooting contest, I don't necessarily call it training. We just having a good time. It's like playing cards. It's like playing tunk or blackjack.
I think that's subjective. I think that falls under the person. Like me, my thing is learning is fun.
Yeah, there you go. It's fun.
If going through a shitty situation and having to embrace the suck and training, because I'm learning some shit, and then going home sore,
right?
And going home.
If I want to go out and play shoot battleship, I mean, we're training. We're training on shot precision, but at the same time, we're having a good time.
That's what I'm talking about. Because if I'm shooting transitions and I got 2 targets right there, and I go bang bang, see how fast I can do it. Bang bang, Alex go bang bang. I'm not thinking that could have been 2 bodies. I'm thinking that could have been 2 pieces of metal at a gun range, and I'm having a good time.
But you programming your mind though to transition targets though.
Boy, you did have to hit
if you're thinking that that's 2 bodies, you might be a murderer. I'm just saying, bro.
Right. I agree.
You might have little problems that you might need to go see a therapist. I don't know anybody that's been like, you see that?
I seen somebody's video talking about I got 33 bullets. You know what that means? I seen somebody's video that say I got 33 bullets. You know what that means? I can kill 33 people. Then I seen somebody's video who was just out there doing that. I don't want to name no names. I think I know who it was, but somebody said this.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
Now I think we all kind of came to some sort of an agreement on. Obviously, training is important.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody should have some level of training.
Yes.
And you say, well, define training. Well, that means you should try to get to the range, understand your firearm, how to use it correctly, and be as efficient with it as you can. You know, get good. And if you want to dive into some more stuff, you know, different levels of training, that's when you can go call a Dust, or you can call Zach or myself or Cobb or somebody to go train and do something different, you know, if you want to learn more things. But I think you should just get the common stuff down and know how to use your gun. Prepper, what you got to say to me, young man?
What's up, RGG? Well, CQB and CQC training is good. I've had a couple courses. It's a good fundamental thing to have, but there's an aspect that you need to look at that when you're training kick, when you're doing it, or when I did it, or fish, whatever, whoever does it, right? Yeah, Kaba. When you're training it, put yourself into this mindset, right? Even in the military, you're trained to be on the offensive. You're trained to be the bad guy. Kick, when you're sitting in your house, or I'm sitting in my house, you're at your most comfortable. You have your guard down the lowest that you're going to have anywhere on this fucking planet.
I'm gonna turn into a bad guy.
I'm telling you.
No, you're sitting in your house. You're sitting in your house right now on the internet, and 3 guys come busting into your door. The guys have been trained for CQB, right? That you're training to do. They got the advantage on you, right? You got to make a move. You got to adjust to them.
Right now, everybody in home.
Hold on. Because I have training in CQB or you or anybody else doesn't mean I'm going to defeat these guys.
No, that's
got the upper hand.
That's your mindset. That's your mindset. See, your mindset is like you already lost, and this is where I think.
No, that's reality.
Yeah.
I live in a world called reality, and if I'm not prepared, I mean, if I'm sitting there and they come in my door, I mean, my door is right there. Even if I had my gun sitting right here, I've already lost the time battle. I've already lost that they're making a move on me, and I got to react to them. And it's not gonna. And I'm not saying I'm gonna lose or I'm gonna win. I'm not gonna say that because none of us know until it happens.
I get what you're
But
saying. They already got the jump on you.
I understand them totally.
No, of course they got the drop,
understand.
but this is my mindset, and this should be everybody's mindset. Who the fuck knows your house better than you do?
Hey, look,
That's
listen.
unfortunate. That's
personally, I got
this is an unfortunate.
If I'm sitting in my living room and I'm chilling and I'm sitting there and I'm a guy who home carries, I got a gun by me all the time.
Okay,
Zach, mine's in my pocket right now.
Hopefully, if my cameras and everything else will alert me, but let's just say they don't. There's a reaction time that I gotta have. A dude coming through the door that's already got his gun ready to shoot me, and I still gotta get my hands on my gun. He got an advantage over me.
Yeah, you gotta know.
But that depends on where you at in your house, right?
You gotta look at it too.
It depends on the layout of your house. It depends on the layout of your house. First,
I carry at home. Somebody
comes banging on my door. Someone comes banging on my door first. You got to meet my dog.
What you say, real deal? Hold on. What real deal?
Sitting in your chair in your room and you're chilling.
Exactly. Right now. Exactly where I'm at. Exactly where I'm at.
I'm over here in the kitchen. I hear a noise. I whip out my gun. He's saying you're sitting there, you're chilling out. You're on the internet. You're talking. You're chilling out. 3 guys bust into your room.
Yep.
You got guns already pointed at you. You got to have time to react, grab your gun, and point it back.
The smartest thing to do is survive. And if you're smart, you throw your hands up. You smart.
But let's deal with that situation. We keep trying to change the situation.
Okay, so now you're putting me, you're forcing me in a situation that would not likely happen in my house.
No,
Hold on. Let me finish.
What I had to say.
You're putting me in a situation.
Hold on, wait, Dust. Let him finish. Let him finish the scenario, Dust. Let him finish the scenario, Dust. Hold on. Wait.
The only thing I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with CQB training. It's good training if you want to be the bad guy. Your training is flawed, and so is mine, because I'm training to be the bad guy. I'm not training to be the victim. I'm not training to, I gotta jump up and protect myself in my own home. I'm going to some building somewhere in their confined area to train to break into my house.
All right,
we should be trained. If you really want to train, you need to train to protect yourself from the guy coming in. And when you go training, how many guys do you go with when you're doing that? When you're kicking in the door and you're going into that room and you're clearing the house?
It could be me. It could be 5. Or there's other training that I do that I don't.
How many people are going to be in my house? Zach's house when somebody breaks in, there's going to be
nobody knows what my guys do.
One person.
Somebody comes into my house, guess what you got to deal with? You got to deal with a 75-pound pit coming at you, dog.
I got you. Hey, hold on. So Dust, you on your sofa, little youngin peeking in your window. They see you on the sofa. You got one at this door. You got one at that door. The moment they hit that door and you got somebody standing behind you in the window with a pistol on you, you telling me that you ready for that?
Okay, now nobody's ready for that. But listen
to
what you're doing, though.
That's all he's saying.
You guys are putting me in a situation just like how you guys are saying, "Oh, it wouldn't likely happen to me." Bro, nobody knows the layout of my house. You're forcing me. Hear me out. Hear me out. You're forcing me to base a decision off of a situation that would not likely happen to me.
Yeah, it's a conversation, bro. That's all. We just putting you in a situation.
That's the exact same thing that I was
exactly
saying.
Now, in that point of that aspect, now it's the layout of my house, right? Am I gonna make it out? Who knows? But I got safeguards up. Now, guess what? I do the snap and point. You got a 75 fucking pound pit coming at you.
I agree. Well,
right?
Now those are the precautions. Like Zach was saying, like my camera let me know, hey, there's a person in your driveway.
Exactly.
There's a person in your window. Everybody got safeguards.
Yeah, everybody's not gonna have that. Like now, if someone were to come and try to, where I am situated in my house now, if they were gonna try to come into the house, it would be the wrong move. Because you would never make it where I am.
Because I'm upstairs and I'm hunkered in, boy.
Now, the reality of it, now, according to your situation, I'm in your guy's situation, and there's a motherfucker looking through my window this way pointing a gun, and there's a dude that way pointing a gun. I'm dead. What a situation you guys putting me in. They're shooting me.
The bottom line is
that's the point. You're training for the wrong thing. You're training to break into somebody's house. You're not training to protect.
But you don't. But that's where the misconception is, because the whole thing was CQB, and it's out there that we train CQB.
I guarantee, if I wanted to find out the layout of your house, if I knew your address and I knew I was coming in there, I bet you dollars to donuts I can Google your address. And it's going to pop up on Zillow, and it's going to show me your house setup. I'm going to know where your rooms are. I'm going to know if you got a basement. If you got an upstairs. I'm going to know where your shitter is. Hey, if Kick takes a shit at 10:05 p.m. every night, I know you're in that shitter, and that's where I'm going to come in and get you at your weakest spot.
And guess what? I'm one dead motherfucker. I don't know what else to tell you.
Oh,
You did your homework. You did your fucking homework. You did your homework.
You got me.
Do your homework.
If
and
you're
it's over.
You did
training
your
to,
homework. I'm dead.
Hey,
I'm
Dust.
dead.
if you're training
Hey,
to
Dust.
win,
Hey,
you've
Dust.
lost because
That's
you
the-
need to
that's the
train to
coach.
lose. You need to train to be defeated. That way you find your weak points.
Totally
Hey,
get
hold
used
on.
to that.
That's the
Nobody
coolest thing
knows
I
what
heard
training I
tonight.
do.
That's the coolest thing I heard tonight. He
Yeah.
said, "Look, you got me. What you want me to do? You got me.
Hey.
If somebody got dropped on you, they got me." I was
That's what I'm
saying,
saying. When they have to,
I
but
was
there's no
saying-
way around that.
Yeah, I was
There's
saying,
no way
hey,
around
Rob,
that.
Carey,
It's
I
like,
gotta
you
say
can
this
train.
real quick. I gotta
Bro.
say this.
hold
Prepper
on, man.
101,
Y'all,
you just scared the fuck out of over 100 people. I just want to.
It's the reality, though. That's the reality of really what's going on in this world. When a lot of people will have to drop on you, and it ain't nothing you can do about it.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Vicious.
what Prepper's saying,
God, hold on. I'll
if
tell
you're
you
gonna do training, sorry, RGG, I didn't mean to cut you off. If you're gonna do training in your house. Do stuff that could you're more likely gonna defend yourself in your home than you are going into a shoot house with 5 other guys clearing rooms.
But why does it always have to be a shoot house?
Well, whatever.
Yeah, shoot house got a whole other meaning where I'm from.
Listen, you're right, 100%. But why does it have to be a training facility?
I think that's why when he says shoot house, I think he's just talking about training facilities. It's just
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why it doesn't necessarily have to be
I
a
thought it was
training
heroin.
Everybody goes in to shoot up some heroin. I'm talking about when people go and train a shoot house.
Okay,
listen,
it doesn't
I want to holler at my boy though, Proud to Carry, and I think this is gonna segue to Fish. I mean, not Fish to Dust as well. So you were saying how your wife she don't shoot. She's not really into guns or nothing like that, right?
Right.
Do you at least train her up to be sufficient enough to be able to use the firearms if she had to? And you don't got to answer that out here because
No. I train her for that one. Hey, see, because it be sometimes like even if we ride in the car together, right? Sometimes I carry two guns with me, and I said one on her side. She do have a FOI card, but she don't have a concealed carry. And she always like, well, I don't know what to do with it. I say point and shoot.
Yeah,
that's it. Just point and shoot. Point and pull the trigger.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you got to think about who you protecting. So it's not time to be scared. It's not time to be run because what's gonna happen anyway. So
that's what made me start training my wife. She wasn't into guns at all, and I'm like, but then now she really starting to like it and get into it. But then I feel more comfortable if she's at home and I'm not here. Because before, I got a lot of guns, but what good do it do if she don't know how to use them?
Exactly, makes sense.
My wife and my kids are trained, bro. My wife and my kids know.
Let me go to this. Yeah. He just Prepper made a good point where we always on the defensive and we got to bust a move. And Dust and Zach, we all saying this. We know the layout of our cribs or whatever, man. Somebody try to come in your crib, they putting themselves at a disadvantage if they make that mistake, right?
If they made that mistake.
But what if it ain't you? What if it's the significant other?
Hey.
I ain't talking about the people
over there, and I'll straight say it. She better get it popping.
Right.
If I'm not here, she gotta get it shaking. She should know what to do.
Hey, my wife will shoot you before I will.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
My point is,
crazy.
I think it's important that you train your house, and everybody understand what you may or may not need to do. Because I'm going to go back to this training program that
Look,
we.
I'm over here getting in trouble because I said that.
I don't get in trouble, bro. I don't want to get. I mean, I like to see you get beat up on live, and if it happens, I'm gonna definitely do this to the screen.
Put them on main screen.
Yeah, you definitely gonna be the main attraction. But look,
I'm just saying. But hold on. But I'm just saying. So the whole training thing, the whole CQB thing, I think everybody kind of took it out of context of like training facilities, which the whole CQB or like Joe Voss said, the CQC is within range of you seeing somebody. And everybody has this thing like Prepper, you said, yeah, there is that aspect of kicking that door in and going to do some shit. But there's also that aspect of roles are reversed. Now you gotta they're coming for you. What are you gonna do now?
What do you do? What do you do if they kick in the door and you ain't where they think you are? Like you held up.
That's the best thing for me. If they kick in my door and they think I'm not
everybody answer this with Death because I already know Death that they get your ticker going. But look, what do you do if you're there? Because I hear people, a lady hid in her closet with her gun. Like you get what I'm saying? Like, what do you do when they're there and they're moving through your home and you're armed? Do you turn it? Do you still become? Do you stay the defender or do you become the offender?
this is as simple as this, and there's no other way, because I feel like with all these scenarios, it leads to one thing.
You got to be able to switch roles and put them on defense.
If somebody or a group of people have the drop on you, you are fucking done.
Yeah.
There's nothing that could be done.
I agree with that.
There's no getting around that. There's no getting around. If you are walking, if somebody's behind you and they're gonna execute you, guess what, bro? You're getting executed. There's no ninja flick. There's no my spidey senses. Let me turn around and do the.
Answer my question though. Answer my question though. Like I said, you pinned up in your house. Like say they kick the door in and you're upstairs.
I gotta get you some help.
And they moving through the house. At what point do you decide to become the offender?
I will go on offense. My family is here. I'm automatically going on offense.
Yeah, but that changes your offense. Your offense is going to change depending on where you are and the remaining part of your family. Because if they're behind that guy, that's going to change your offense 1,000%. You're not going to be on offense.
But what I'm saying is, but now this is my mindset. Listen, as a protector, right? As a protector, we're all protected.
You almost had it. Almost had it.
Go back, RGG.
I got to, because we just so far away from.
That's what I'm saying. Big honcho,
that's a whole live by itself. Like, what would you do live? That's not this one.
Okay.
This wasn't to crap on CQB, CQC.
It can't be.
Static. None of that. Training is great.
It cannot.
That's not what I was here to do. Training is great. What I was trying to explain is most situations that the majority of us will run into.
Yes.
It's not going to be specific to your training.
Mm-hmm. It's never
because
is.
You don't know what that situation is going to be.
It never is. It's a revolving door.
So yeah, that's
all a revolving door.
Point that I was making. So thank you, see, man. So we implementing this new training program. It's the GOTW. It's to get out the way.
Get out the way.
But if you can't get out the way, like RGG, let's talk about it. If they're in your house, you can't get out the way. What are you gonna be that guy that jumps out the second floor window?
Get out the way.
Hey, if that's an option, you feel what I'm saying? Versus being
you're gonna leave your wife.
No, I ain't leaving my wife.
Joe Voss said something earlier that a lot of macho guys right now are gonna be sitting out there in the chat, feeling themselves with their chest poked out, like that ain't me. But let me tell you something that he said. Out of all that shit he said, let me tell you the realest thing he said. Most times in the real world, when them shots go off,
what? Let me the first one.
You're gonna pee a boo boo a little bit. You understand me?
Get the ducking. You gonna feel.
Let me make this clear. I don't care who you think you are, how trained up you think you is, how many targets you can hit. When it happened, your whole inside just
hot.
Cringe.
Yeah, RGG, right? You gonna feel the burn.
Unless you some crazy deranged, like boom, kill me now type of motherfucker. You gonna get out the way naturally. You're gonna move, duck, slide. All
so let me ask you a question, right? Who in here have ever been shot at before?
Boy, you need let me get out of this.
I feel like I personally feel like that's a question that should not even be asked on a live.
I'm just saying, who been shot at before? It don't got nothing to do with your person.
Hey, all I can tell you is different. When you hit them things whizzing by your head, your life get real different.
Hey, listen, I ain't never been in a situation where I done heard something whizzing by my head. But I done been in some situations where I'm walking with somebody and people were shooting at the person I was walking with.
It get different. It get real different.
I'm talking about, boy. I done PT'd at least on 3 occasions. I don't fear nobody. I've been through it, bro. Like but that ain't nothing to glorify. I hate when people do it. Everybody want to me. I'm a street man.
Nah, bro. You get out like a weight. You better get out.
That ain't nothing to express and be proud of.
I think his point
but the game is this though. It's like understand that it ain't nothing wrong with getting scared every now and then.
Nothing wrong with it.
Guys, fear keeps you alive, dog.
Get out the way, man.
I think his point was he's been shot at, and probably his follow-up question is, what'd you do? And the obvious would be, I got the hell out of the way.
Oh yeah,
First thing.
Anybody can
Anybody
take it and get out
the
the
way
way.
Hey,
Not
Pepper,
one person, not one person in that situation is gonna sit there unless, like RG said, that crazy,
like
that
you're
one
a
crazy,
maniac.
like I don't care. Like
Nah,
so
you
kick,
better,
so kick dust and prepper.
everybody
So
gets out the way.
this is my question was asking that was because it's like people that's in the chat right now. If you've never been shot at, I'm telling you right now, like your body goes into a complete
you're not
different
gonna
mode
act the way
from
you
bullets
think you're
flying.
gonna act. Long story short, you're
even
not
if
gonna
they
act the way you
shooting,
think you're gonna act.
even
You're
if
not
they
going to
shooting
turn
at
into
you,
Rambo. You're not
if
going to
that
turn
shooting is
into Rambo.
close, you gonna
Now
that,
you put a
Get the
head
hell
back.
out the way.
Yeah.
he said it. He say most people, majority of people's first instinct is flight. You know
Yeah.
what you gonna do? You gonna fight or flight. Well, I'm trying to tell you, most of us is American Airlines. You understand me? We flight,
He
get
said
the hell out.
American Airlines.
All of that shit sounds great.
Yeah,
when
it's
you talking
Don't be
to them
Spirit.
cameras,
That's all I gotta
and we
say. If you're gonna
showing
be
this
airlines, don't be
until
Spirit.
them things get to popping.
So, Kerry,
Everybody's
I
hero
will say
until
that
them firecrackers.
I've
After
never
this
been.
conversation, has anybody on here absorbed something that would make them say, I do need to practice something else or train some other direction that I'm missing?
That's what I want.
I watch out, bro. I watch out. I watch out every day. I watch out every day. I watch out every day.
Understand that it's okay to be sufficient. Let me tell you something. I went to shoot with Copper, and I'm gonna use him because he's on this panel.
Yeah.
And we had some fun at the range, and we little fake competition. I mess with him all the time. But through the course of that, the stuff you don't see on the camera is, even though he understands that, yeah, you know how to handle your gun, you can shoot, he's still gonna show me stuff that's usable to me.
Yep.
And I'm great. I take that away from everybody I go to shoot with.
Yeah, I
like
watch out every day.
fun, man. I'm the biggest trash talker in the world. I love to have fun.
Let me
but
tell
I
you something.
learn all the time. I'm also a sponge, so I soak it up from everybody. You know what I'm saying? When I go train with them, I might trash talk a little bit, but they might be doing something or showing me something that can help me. Yeah. And sometimes when I'm watching some of these guys' videos, like 2A Syndicate, this brother can shoot. He trains a lot. He do his thing. So you want to take as much as you can from all of that. For those of you who are just more novice and just more laid back, just learn as much as you can about your gun. Learn how to shoot. Get comfortable drawing from your concealed holster or however you carry. Right?
Go with the levels.
I used to give Dust. I used to give Dust hell. I used to give Dust hell all the time. I used to call him Timmy. I used to fuck with him all the time. But when we had that meetup, hey man, Home can shoot. Like bro can really shoot.
Yeah, man. I don't take that away from him.
So yeah, so I look up the stuff like that. I look up the stuff like that.
We talk a lot about, we have fun. YouTube, I'm gonna use YouTube as an example, and Instagram, social media. Social media is a very competitive place.
Yes.
When somebody say, man, I ain't in no competition, that means they in competition.
Yeah.
But it means the total opposite. Everybody's competing. Everybody want to be able to show either what they got, what they can do, what they're working on, how they moving. And then some people are genuinely supportive of others, and some people don't want to see you rise or get better or do any of that. Man, I love watching my brothers that get down and do their thing and shoot and enjoying themselves, having their channels, doing whatever, man. It doesn't bother me. I got a whole damn life to live and a million things going on. You better get out there and move around, do what you got to do.
This is true.
To make things work the best for you. It's not, this ain't but when we talk this 2A stuff, there's literally people that's in here that's hearing us and they want to learn something. Like they want to take something away from it. I just took a lot away from what Prepper just said. It's almost hard to push back on what he's saying.
I got something else too, RG.
Huh?
I got something else too. It's we can't just think too one dimensional, right? It's not a gun. A gun isn't always going to be the solution to your problem, right? You gotta think there's other layers to it, like you said, having security outside your home cameras. But I'm going to tell you one of the biggest ones. House of Siege, I've heard her say a few times about that she does this, is taking some self-defense combat courses, right? Just learning how to disarm somebody. I think learning how to disarm somebody and neutralizing him is just as important, if not more important, than knowing how to use your firearm, right?
Yeah, I was just doing that with my wife. When we just talk about that, I was telling you I was teaching my wife how to disarm her firearm just in case they was like in hand-to-hand combat. and how to discharge that one fire, that one round to keep it from racking. Like that's something that I was just training my wife.
It's not just grabbing.
I mean, but
that's just scary too, though, bro.
I'm with that, but it gets deeper when we start talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I said a lot of stuff tonight. The live been ran over about 15 minutes, and everything's been well. And I like it that we didn't get into no real fight. But the moral to the story is, it's down there on the screen, right up under dust.
That's right. Get out the way.
Get out the way.
New
I'm
training
big on
program
that.
is GOTW. Get out the way, or SOTW. Stay out the way. If you can figure them things out, try to do it the best you can. And then situational awareness. That's the whole other part of this. It's being
the gun
aware,
is the last resort.
Yeah.
And then just knowing
I got some training that I use is JTTW.
What's
Jesus take the wheel.
You know what Jesus take the wheel is? You're letting off your whole mag. Jesus take the whole mag. That's Jesus take the wheel. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna just keep shooting until it's racked back.
God got these bullets.
Hey, especially y'all that's in my age, and especially y'all that's my age, you done hit your 40s and you getting on up in age. Boy, we ain't doing none of that CQ, 3Q.
Stop
We
that.
ain't running there where
That's why this conversation came about. This
why I get mad at you, Dusty, because you be trying to tell Zach to go run and hop over a car.
I never told Zach that in my life.
I think that's just disrespectful. You gotta stop doing that type of stuff, man.
I never told Zach. What I'm saying is,
gotta stop telling us big guys to run around here talking about.
I'm big too.
I ain't jumping over no car, bro.
I'm big too. I'm a big guy too. I don't want to get into that big stuff. I'm a big.
How long it take us to get off the X dust?
Right.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That first shot, you're gonna turn to a football player.
Jump over that car.
What I'm saying is, like, all right, so the whole CQB thing, because I feel like, once again, it's taken way out of context. Stop thinking shoot house. Stop thinking shooting facilities, training facilities. You got to get that out your head, because that's not just it. It's not just it, bro. I promise it. If you guys just take the chance and really look into it and take a little dive into it, it's just it's just one layer
of a multi-layer defense system, right? It's just,
and there's a lot. There's a lot to it.
There's usually multiple solutions to a problem. And if you pigeonhole yourself to one solution, you're putting yourself in danger and your family. You should have multiple layers of what you can and can't do, and know your strengths, but more importantly, know your weaknesses.
If you know your strengths, yo, don't work on your strengths.
But that's where people want to focus, because they want to focus on what they're good at and what they're strong at, when you really should be focusing on what you're bad at, what you're weak at, where your weak link in the chain is.
Training is for learning how to get past the weak points.
Learning. It's learning, bro. Learning what you don't know, what you're not good at, and getting better. CQB is not just
at the end of the day, man, survive. At the end of the day, survive. Hey, look, if somebody got the drop on you, and you can throw your hands up in the air, and if you can throw your hands up in the air and say, "Hey, take all of this shit and just let me go," then you do that. The goal is to survive.
That might be the best option.
And I only use like those terms. I'm telling you that I'm blaming Billy and Zach, because I didn't want to use those terms. I didn't want to use no CQB, CQ, nothing. I didn't want to use no static check. That's not what I wanted this live title to be.
Yeah, you did.
I wanted the title to be something like, can you survive in the hood? You know what it's like to be in the trenches. That's why I wore my trenches.
You knew exactly what you was doing. You're like, I'm going to put it like this, and all of them are going to come
put
in.
Like that for YouTube. That's the politically correct way to put it. Listen. But that's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know who been through them wars. Who get it? Like, who been shot at? Have you ever been scared before? Have you ever
Everybody's been scared. I don't know about everybody being shot at, but
which one of you boys?
Man, if you ain't ever been shot at, I'm gonna keep saying that.
You from the Bronx or in the trenches in Atlanta, and you didn't had to go through any type of that training where you had to use each one of them techniques, and it got you out that jam.
None of that.
I can tell you at least most situations where my technique TOTW got me out that jam.
Shit your pants.
I didn't start training until after I got out the streets.
Me either.
Me too.
Me either. I didn't know nothing
I didn't know about it.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I tell everybody this though. By the time I got on YouTube is when I learned that I didn't know nothing.
Facts.
In terms of
That's
correct.
The correct terminology, proper hand grip, all that stuff like that. I ain't know nothing about no proper hand grip. I ain't know nothing about no terminology. I just knew how to survive.
And what happened? And look, you learn that, right?
Yep.
And then you learn some more.
Yep.
And then you learn some more. And then you learn some more. And then you've come such a long way. And did the learning stop? No, because it's not going to stop.
Now I know how to fix my own firearms. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know how to do that.
Let me ask you this though. This is gonna be a funny question. Kind of funny, depending if you got a sense of humor or not. Let's just say, I know you done moved up big time, got a beautiful family, you done got yourself, in a comfortable space.
Big time.
So let's go back to your young days, where it wasn't so sweet, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you go back to the neighborhood and you see one of the shorties who's still moving around and he ain't acting right. We run into this quite often. And you're trying to tell him how to either protect himself or survive or just get out of there, right? Or whatever. When you start talking to him, do you think he's really going to understand what Joe Vaughn was saying? Or what Dude Knowledge out there saying, hey, buddy, listen, you got to get off the X. And then what you're going to have to do is...
Nah, I ain't listening at all.
He going to be looking at you real sideways. See, he going to listen to me, though, because I'm going to go in there and tell him, hey, look here, young... Get out the way, man. Get out of there, bro. It ain't no
but then that's who you talking to. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the context of the conversation is going to change depending on who you're talking to. Like, if it's a dude from back home, back in the day, I can't talk any technical stuff with him because he's not going to know.
No.
So that.
Hey,
regular
now,
guy. That is what my channel is centered around. I try to get people to understand that. Believe it or not, bro. 90% of the people you talk to, whether it's your channel, my channel, most of these channels, are not as first as you guys are. You could teach people all this technical stuff. It's great, and it's not. I think we should know it. I learned so much, man, in the last year and a half. I'm grateful to everybody because I be learning it. Because I don't be knowing what none of that shit. I don't know the technical terms, none of it.
Hey, let me say this real quick too.
Come to me to train on how to make it out them trenches, man, because I'm gonna show you that whole program.
I can get you out them trenches. That I can do.
Now let me say this. Let me say this quick, guys. So that I have people sometimes ask me what type of training should I get. I always tell people, train for the environment that you're most likely to be in.
That's it. Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
That's a big thing.
If you don't see yourself in certain situations, or ever being in that situation, don't train for that. Train for the situations that you're most likely be in where you may have to use your firearm.
Yep.
That's the best piece of advice. Now, if you want to train beyond that, that's you.
You, yeah.
But train for the environment that you're most likely to be in.
I agree.
And I agree.
That's profound, bro.
But I agree. But some people, such as myself, and there's other people out there that have no problem and want to take it to the next level.
Of course.
And not stop. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
But
now there's that shit is dope, man. Like I think that's dope. Like I want to say that sometimes it's very entertaining to create the argument, right?
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, I get that part, bro. Like I don't.
You want to be John Wick too, man. But realistically, I want to be John Wick too. But realistically, I just train for my situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm at home. I'm at home a lot. Me and my wife move here, move there, move around, bounce around. I might be in the hood a little bit. Like, I train for those situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to be John Wick. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's John Wick. You advance that. Look, I train how to fly planes. A lot of people know that. I fly planes.
Top Gun Billy.
Am I going to need to fly a plane?
You never know, dog. You never know, Billy.
Hey, Billy, I heard
you next to me. I'm gonna get you to that plane. And
you don't train. Hey, Billy, I heard you don't train how to fly planes. I heard you train how to land them.
Just get low enough and crash that.
I want to go off of what this Kaba just said because I agree 100% what Kaba says. Because you train for the situation you're going to be in doesn't mean you stop. You keep training. You keep mastering it. You keep developing it up.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, so everybody, I'll address the pink elephant in the room kindly. Everybody wants to come at like CQB and like stuff like that, but it's like no one really knows how long everybody's been doing this for, and it's just the level that people are at right now.
So,
and that's
let
what
me,
they're
I'm
talking about.
glad I got you here because I want to make this as clear as
Go ahead. Go ahead, RGG.
This is not for the turkeys or the CQB specifically. This is not that. This is just something that I talk about it a lot. I've been trying to do it for like months. It's a thing where I always, if you ever heard me on here, always saying "get home safe." That's always been one of my favorite terms. So I've been this way since not being in that environment anymore. So now it just becomes my way of living now, like where I'm more concerned with just getting home safe and getting home to my kids and grandbaby wife and family versus me having to be, Lito out there and making a move this way, making a play, or I got this banging, I can do this and that. None of that stuff means anything to me. And then in the 2A world, there's a whole different world here. Like I can get off this live and call one of my homies right now, and they're not gonna have a clue what the hell we be talking about in here. It sounds foreign to them.
It's 90% of my folks.
But they in the war every day. They live in it. They done lost their kids to this. Like they live in it. Soul living in the proud to carry everybody living in these neighborhoods now. Yeah. Right? So the mindsets are different from how we think in our community of guys who really learning the in-depth side of the firearm. So what I'm trying to say to everybody across the board, yeah, man, whatever you do is what you do. But just, if you can, stay the hell out the way. Get out the way. Just,
no, that's a fact. Don't put yourself in harm's way. Nobody wants to do that shit.
Understand your firearms, know it, and don't knock the next guy for whatever it is. If he do something you don't do. You know what I'm saying? Like if I ain't got to that level yet where I'm going to train with rifles and do all of that stuff. That's me. That's me slipping. I know how to shoot my rifle. I know how to handle myself. But now I'm not out here clearing rooms and doing all that whole thing. I'm more into my pistols because that's what I have to carry every day. Right? That's what I'm more likely to have to pull when I'm out here. And that's just me moving around in my everyday life.
I feel like it's also regional.
They robbing the mailman.
That's crazy.
UPS truck, the Amazon driver.
Yeah,
but
it's regional.
The store to get gas. They don't care.
Yeah.
That's regional. That's also, it has to do with where you live. You know what I'm saying? I don't live in a place like that anymore where shit's going down. Fortunately,
you should be even more prepared.
I get to drive around with a full kit. I get to drive around with a gun on my hip and a gun in my cup holder. I could do that, and everything's good. You understand what I'm saying? So if you said something earlier before I hopped on, you're like, oh, not everybody's gonna hop to their rifle, this, that, and the third. Like, yo, dog, I live. If shit hits the fan, I could very well grab my rifle and go to work if I had to, if need be, if I absolutely needed to.
Is your rifle?
Not everybody could get to do that.
What's your EDC?
What?
What's your EDC?
The most simple, a Glock 19.
No, I thought you was going
to say a Gen 4 Glock 19 with a steel arms, +5 extension, Trijicon Tritium HD sights. That's it. Simple.
Hey, look though,
you just lost everybody when you start saying weird words.
You
like the boy got an HD gun, his gun that clear. See, that's what you confusing the rest.
You almost just lost me. Like, wait.
Glock 19, we got that part, but once
we got that
was Spanish to
Zach understood what I was saying.
Hey, y'all,
really understood what I was saying.
I support just to spin on what RGB was saying.
16-inch barrel.
10-5, 16,
something like that. Hey, I gotta go. Puppy time. I'll see y'all later.
I'd like to ask Kaba a quick question.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, real deal.
What? I'm not trying to be facetious. No content.
Oh no, prepper.
Anything like that. You train quarter shoot, right? So
you're breaking up on me there, prepper.
What would you say would be a good train that maybe they're too
prepper breaking up, or is that me?
The training that they and not where you go, who they are They think that they're better at what they really are, and you get to see that firsthand. You know what I mean? Because they're coming in, and I did my training, and I think I'm a real Barney badass, but yet I probably was worse off before my training. That's because of me.
The first part you said you broke up. Can you repeat it for me? The first part you said you broke up on.
What would be a percentage of the people that you train that their arrogance and their cockiness was exceeded their training, and they think they're better with their firearm? And do you think that makes them more dangerous out there to them or somebody else?
That I do, and the majority of the people that I train, and this is just being and this just keeping it 100, are the former military and police.
Gotcha.
Those are some of the most difficult people to train because, you know, I've had training. You've had military training. You have to turn it off and turn to civilian now.
It's hard. It's hard to get them to listen, huh?
Yeah.
And that's the reason why. That's the primary reason why my wife, she just picked up a gun about a year ago, and she has excelled past pretty much anybody I know, including myself, because she had no. She didn't have no training. She was like a clean slate, and she picked it up and she took off. So I totally understand what you mean.
Best students on the range are women.
Yeah, and see now when I train people, I don't train more than 6 people at a time. You know,
Smart.
because I want to train people and give them the hands-on training.
Yeah.
And you'll have some of the military, the ex-police that ask, well, I've learned this. Well, I'm teaching to the lowest common denominator in my class. So if this person doesn't know the basics, I'm not going to gloss over that because you have 10 years of experience. You're going to sit through what, I have to teach here. And if not, you're welcome to leave. But I'm never going to gloss over trying to teach the newest person in my class the basics just to accommodate, somebody who's been doing it for 10 years.
You don't make them watch that slideshow, do you?
It wasn't no wrong with the slideshow, man.
And how well are they? How well do they think they are after you sit down and you train them? And I've been doing this 10, 15 years. Like, how skilled are they really?
You know what? I've actually seen a police officer actually load bullets in the magazine backwards because they were actually used to shooting a revolver.
So I agree with Kaba, right? I definitely, because I'm at the range a lot, and the most cockiest people who think that they're the shit are cops and ex-mil. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just, and as Kaba is an instructor, right? Yeah. I shoot a lot. I know what I know. If I went to Kaba's class, I'm going to shut the fuck up. Exactly. Because Kaba's instructing. He's instructing. I don't know what he knows. I know what I know. I don't know what he knows, but I want to know what he knows. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the mindset that people should be in. When you go to a training course, don't think you're the best there, because if you think you're the best and if you so happen to be the best, you're not learning shit.
But that's because you know.
You want to be at the bottom of the knowledge so you can soak up all the knowledge.
Look, now I'll tell you guys this. I've had a lot of people that once it comes to come to qualifying shooting, they shoot like buckshot silly. I mean, just
they can't get them shots on target.
And I failed people before, because of that. And I'm talking about military or police officers where they were failed because they couldn't get the basics down right and they couldn't get the grouping right. I'm like, oh yeah, I know how to do this, I know how to do that. So I don't care what experience you have, what experience level you have. Until I see you shoot one shot, I'm not going to put any trust in you. So everybody, whether you're 10 years or 10 minutes that's in the firearms, everybody gets one bullet until I can see you know how to deal with a firearm. Other than that,
that's dope.
Yeah, so when we go to qualify, everybody gets one bullet and I watch you first before I fill up your magazine with your 10 so you can do your 5, 7, 10. Other than that, I don't trust anybody.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. Like, I don't know.
That's true right there. But you know what, Gentile? I gotta go. But that's actually a great statement, man. We're gonna do a part 2 to this at some point. But I think that's great what he's saying too, because everybody can't train that often. Sometimes we blessed to be
dry fire.
Dry fire now, boy. Listen, man.
Dry fire.
I got a whole Mantis screen behind me because I'm always dry fired and working to get
There's
that
no
shot
excuse,
better, man.
RGG shot got better. I've been watching.
Hey, last thing too, OG. Last thing too.
Dog right now, Dust. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Last thing too, OG. Last thing. Look, putting shots on target is not as easy as people think it is. Putting shots on target is not as easy as people think it is.
Putting shots on small target not easy. People think it is.
Moving, like you talking about somebody moving.
That sounded profound coming from Prin.
Right. That sound
I'm just
profound.
saying, like, and you're absolutely right. Now, for somebody who doesn't shoot, putting your shots on target isn't easy. Now, once you get to that point, right, it becomes easy, right?
Yeah, that's
so what else is there next? Put shots on target while moving.
I know somebody be in the range every week, still can't put shots on target.
You know what I'm saying? Moving and shooting is a whole different ballgame. You know what I'm saying? Moving and shooting.
I think most of us do. I will, but I'll just speak for myself. Like as far as being on YouTube, I do the majority of the training that I do is not on cameras. Now I don't put it on YouTube. Obviously. And now I do put a lot of the results of my training on YouTube. I'll do that. Like I'll post a video just showing me shooting, but that's a result of me training and getting out doing what I need to do.
That's a fact.
It's all good, man. Like again, I love the trash talk. I like to have fun with this because it is a sport too. Like we're defending ourselves, we're protecting our families, and then there's the sport of it. I like to go for the sport of it sometimes. I like to go to the range and just have some fun, man. Like where I'm not in that super duper serious mode, and you still practice. It's still training at the end of the day. Even when we having some competitive fun, like I was gonna go out there and tech copy them to pieces today. They made me session late, so I couldn't make it because they knew I had to go live. But they was in trouble. Proud to carry, carving the whole crew out.
Hey
there.
man, we was waiting on you, bro.
If I would have made it out there.
Hey, we was ready for you, man.
Look, I told RGG, I said, look, we going out there at 12. Oh, well, I won't make it back in time for my live.
Hey man, it's all good. Look, man, I appreciate everybody that checked in tonight, man. But I'm gonna shut this thing on down. I knew it was gonna be a interesting live, man.
You knew what you was doing.
Differences in opinion. I love it, man.
You
I
knew
love
what
when I
you
do
was
that.
doing.
Oh man, it's gonna get better.
I knew as soon as I seen the title, I said, "Ooh."
I tried to join late. You know, I'm gonna kick off some SHIT, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tried to join late.
So look, this is a dope thing. Now this is a shameless plug, but I'm allowed to do it. This is what makes the meetup so exciting. Because I trash talk all the way up to it.
All the time.
It makes everybody want to get there and get me. Embarrass me on camera. But you
know what he does?
Coming. I'm talking
I'm too busy. I'm running the event. It's like walking. I'm
I can't. He can get it. If Big Fish, you want to talk Big Fish? We shooting. I've seen you, Big Fish. You remind me of. I've seen you shoot, man. I know.
Hey, Big Fish can shoot.
No, he can't.
Shoot what?
Right, shoot what?
Hey man, don't sleep on Big Fish, man.
I gave you that target.
Hey man, I gave Big Fish a 185.
He dressed them guns up. He's a fashion designer with them guns. You can call him Kanye Fish. But when it's time to shoot, with that
Fish can shoot a rifle game. Fish can shoot his rifle, dog.
I can shoot my rifle. What we gonna hit? Whatever you hit, I'll hit. What are you gonna do?
All right. Well,
I'm letting you know.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You know,
man. Listen, I got some people around me too, Dusty.
Oh, I know.
But I got people around me too.
I know.
You see that guy sitting right to your right?
Hey, listen.
Yeah, I got some guys around me too, man.
You know. I love that.
Y'all know I'm just talking trash, man. Listen.
You know I love that shit.
Everybody, right? We're gonna trash talk till it's time to make it happen. But man, everybody be safe, man. And just remember, GOTW. Get out the way.
Get out the
way. Get out the way as much as you can, man. Be safe.
Get out the way, man.
And train.
I agree. I'm with Dusty on that. Train, man. You know, the best that you can, the most you can. If you're in the Midwest or the Chicago area, man, it is so many of us in this area that's doing this thing with training and going to shoot and wanting to see our people excel. And we here, man. You can reach out to any of us, and I promise you, somebody will get together with you and go shoot.
Yeah,
So,
put yourself around somebody that's better than you.
Yeah.
Always.
Yes. I do that all the time.
Always.
All the time. So I'm gonna tell a quick story before I go. And this ain't name dropping or nothing. This really happened. So I go shoot with Twister last week. This was just gonna be a quiet range session. I was going to train a little bit and just go through a few skills. But me always being me, I
What up,
said,
Drew?
I'm about to go in here because I done got way better now. I'm about to go hand it to this chump. This is what I'm saying. I didn't say it to him. I kind of said it to Zach, Billy, this and that. And then I cheated. I said, listen, I'm going to go in with my mind on competing. But if it looked like he going to beat me, then I'm going to say I was training. So when I went in there, we was in there for about 15 minutes. And then I said, yeah, man, you know, this is one of the best training sessions I've ever had.
Oh, he put it on you, nigga. He want to put it on you.
Let me explain what he did that bothered me. We hadn't even got started good. We load up. He like, well, man, let me get a couple warm-up shots out. He pushes target out 10 yards. And he like, you know, I like to do this drill where I just press out, and as soon as I see the dot, I pop. He's talking to me. He goes, boom, 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 boom. He's at 10 yards. When he pulled the target in, it looked like he was completely concentrating on every shot. Like the group was like this. Right then, I stopped competing.
Hey, I seen him shoot. Like Twister will shoot and he will look at you and pull the trigger and still hit the target.
He was doing this with irons. Like he did this with irons, and the shots was going that fast. Like it wasn't like he was sitting there concentrating and just staying on target.
Wow.
He's pressing every shot and shooting. He's saying, as soon as I see the dot, I shoot. Bow. Bow. Double tap. Bow. And that group was so tight, I was like, there's no sense in me getting into this argument.
It's a training session.
And he's so underrated, bro. People don't know he can shoot like that.
Yeah,
man.
he can shoot though. So
and then he be so humble with it. He don't never compete. He'll be like, so what I'm doing here, RGG, is it's really in the practicing technique. If you just try it this way, get yourself together, get your stance right, put your shoulder in front of your hip. He teaching while he's going. I'm sitting up there like, boy, I'm gonna get you one day. Boy, I'm gonna get you.
Dude. Hey, bro, I seen him look at Black Rambo and pull the trigger and still hit the target while he was looking at Black Rambo.
Oh, it's funny, man. It's funny, but it's dope. But like Cobb said, it's good to get around people that do this a lot. Eddie, man, if you ever got a chance to go shoot with Eddie Tactical, if y'all ever get a chance to do that, you're gonna see, man, these guys are like really, I ain't gonna even say next level. They're just really, really good, man.
Nah, I'll give it. I'll say it. They're next level. Pistol shit.
These guys can shoot, man. Like it's just
shit,
that.
bro.
It makes you better. You know. I tell y'all what though, in about what's today's date? 18. Man, almost a little less than a month from today. I hope to see a lot of you fellas out in the valley. All right, and we're gonna see who's doing what. All right, we get to meet before the meetup.
Oh, man.
Vegas. I know a lot of you guys are gonna be out there.
And we finally got our paperwork back on it and brought it home, bro.
Oh, okay, bet.
Nice.
Y'all gonna be at the shot show, Dust?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Let's get it popping. I mean, we ain't got to wait all the way to June. We can get it cracking then, because at that point, I'm gonna make you want a rematch. So I know I'm gonna see you at the meetup. I'm gonna make them want a rematch in Vegas, and then we can handle that in June.
Yeah, see you in Vegas.
Until then, man, everybody be safe, man. I appreciate y'all. I ran over the night.
Be cool, Prepper.
Prepper, hey, thank you, man. You said some really dope stuff, man. You know, Prepper is one of my favorite comedians in the chat, but he came in here kind of serious tonight, man. I like that.
Your mother-in-law must not be around.
Yeah.
Cobb is my instigator, man. He's always instigating.
All right, man. That's it for me, man. Gus, I appreciate you. Proud to carry. Thank you, brother, for hanging out with me, friend.
Proud to carry.
Everybody else that came in tonight, man. Fish, everybody. I'll chop it up with y'all next time.
Peace.
Sure.
Cool, y'all.
All right.